come out the front.
Yep, I switched over just in time.
I figured,
Remember when he ate too many carrots and he turned orange?
I think my favorite one was when they went through, like, the human body.
That one scared me.
They went up the anus and came out the front.
So wait, what came first? That episode or that episode of Rugrats?
Just about to mention the episode of Rugrats.
With the watermelon seed.
Oh.
And then in the Rugrats all grown up, there was a part where they got stuck in a body museum where it was like an amusement park that was like the body, and it scared the bejesus out of me. I fucking hated that.
They went to the body exhibit? That's fucked up.
It's like
what was the name of that movie that they're all fucking copying? That was a movie.
Rugrats in Paris.
Osmosis Jones?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, no, those are both it, you fucking idiots.
I fucking love Osmosis Jones.
Rugrats in Paris is when Chucky got a sister, right?
Yeah.
Because the first Rugrats...
Timmy.
Yeah, because the first Rugrats movie was when Tommy got a brother.
Yeah, Tommy almost bashed Dilly on the head with a baby food
Dilly?
jar. That was
His name was Dill Pickles.
Yeah.
It was
His
Dill,
name's
yeah.
Dill.
Yeah.
Yeah, he called him Dilly, you dick.
What? No, I'm a baby.
Anyway, welcome to D&D.
It's on Gilded Tides time!
And there's all my energy.
Our 5e pirate adventure where we are definitely not being pirates right now because we are in the Feywild, where terrible things have happened to us, such as death.
That's why there's only 3 of us.
And that's why we're missing one, because when you die in the game, you
real.
die in real life.
Hell yeah.
Take it away, Michael.
Hey everybody, my name is Michael. I'm your Dungeon Master. Welcome to Gilded Tides, a pirate game. It's definitely not a pirate game because we're in the Feywild where bad things happen, like death, which is why there's only 3 of us tonight. What?
Nothing.
Anyway, hi. Who wants to tell me what happened last time? It seems like we've got some thoughts on it.
Basically what had happened was, we rolled up to this castle, and they were like, "Oh my god, it's Christmas! Oh my god!" And everybody, except they weren't like, "Oh my god," they were like, "Oh my god, it's Christmas."
It's been Christmas for 24 years.
That's pretty much literally what they said.
Christmas for
It's been
24
Christmas for 20 years.
And so this party fucking sucks. So we're like, in order to get attention from the queen, we're gonna fuck shit up and make a scene. That turned into a literal scene when a giant green knight man sauntered in and was like, "I challenge one of you."
No,
No,
he just wanted to talk to the queen,
But-
and we
but-
kept interrupting him.
But in retrospect, I think he was just echoing us.
Anyways, June said, "Hey, so after we were like, hey, you can't do that. We were here first. That's how lines work." We say as we put ourselves ahead of literally everybody else who was there before us. You can't cut in line. So he's like, well, try to cut my head off, idiots. And we're like, haha, okay. Did V try first?
V tried first
I fucking missed.
and missed.
V missed. So then June said,
V did not miss. V deliberately changed his aim.
Oh yeah,
True.
I wasn't trying
And
to
that's what
behead
pissed
him.
the guy off.
I wasn't trying to behead him. I missed, but I also wasn't trying to behead him.
Oh yeah, and he called me a
so then
punk-ass bitch.
June said,
Call me a
fuck
coward.
that. We're actually going to behead this motherfucker. And she did. And that's when the encounter started.
And he kept wanting to pay it forward.
And
he
don't
wanted
stop
to pay
coming,
it
and you don't
forward
stop coming.
in the McDonald's drive-thru. And several times we said, no, you can't do that. And then the person who ended up getting killed was not the target of the attack. It was poor, sweet Ollie, our lovely floral bard.
There were some things that happened during that fight, though. Like, the Green Knight started talking shit, wanting to get hit. He talked shit to Oro, talking
about his
his
brother.
dark backstory that none of us know about.
Yeah.
And so he got mad and frisky. He summoned some dogs
V saw the Raven Queen.
that got mad and
Yeah.
frisky with Ollie. That's gross. And he kept trying to behead June, which was kind of scary and frustrating.
Yeah.
But yeah, in the end,
It doesn't even matter.
We ended with June tried to get that last hit, left him with 1 hit point, motherfucker. And so Ollie was down, Oro was down, June was down. V tried to hit him, but it was a new round, so he could have very well parried, and then he would have been down. But we did get a cosmic interference at that time,
Yes,
which
thank God.
did benefit us significantly, as in he decided that he wasn't going to parry, took the knee, and lost his head. Ollie did his last death save and failed it pretty much right when the battle was over. And leaving both June and Oro left to do some death saves, but by that point, the battle was over. V screamed at the people who were watching.
And the queen.
He did not say, "Are you not entertained?" He was just very upset that nobody wanted to help, and he called out Queen Mab because he knew she was watching, and he said her name, Queen Mab, not her real name. Mostly because I didn't remember it. But also
you guys don't know it yet.
but also because it felt appropriate for V to be very, very upset and in tears.
You're a
was
mean
awesome.
lady.
He did not cuss, which is great, but he was
great,
very
yeah.
mad.
I have one final question, which is, does anybody remember what the Green Knight's, the one thing that he said? Well, first of all, who is the Green Knight?
He's the
The Lord of the Hunt.
the Lord of the Hunt.
He's some
Hell yeah.
He said,
He was
"Don't-
being
don't
controlled
trust the
by-
moon."
Yeah, he said don't trust the moon.
That's exactly what he said. The moon is not what
And the
it seems.
And the king fucking loves that bitch. Like, it's Sokka's girlfriend.
That's rough, buddy. Yeah, you guys did great. Thank you very much. All of you can take a point of inspiration because last session was fucking rough.
A little brutal.
Thank you. That's so nice of you.
That is very
Yeah.
nice
It's like we're
of
gonna
you.
need
Don't say
it
I never
for
did
this
nothing
boss
for you.
battle.
What?
Cheers.
Anyway, we see the Grand Hall of the Gloaming Court, now all but destroyed. Tables are flipped and charred, the tile is cracked, and all around are the signs of bloody battle. No sooner have V's cries echoed through the chambers do we see the armed guards that have been stationed around the ballroom begin to stir and quickly approach. June and Oro are unconscious and bleeding out currently.
We're still doing it.
And I still have 1 hit point left.
Yeah, V, you're kind of like, who are you? You say you were cradling somebody or over somebody or just on your knees.
I threw my sword down because I
Okay.
was that mad and I didn't know where to go.
Mm-hmm.
I just realized Taylor's not in the chat, so they can't say what I said.
Wow.
I forget.
I forget.
What the fuck did you say?
I said we can't.
Oh,
even,
that was
We
cute.
can't even hold hands as we die.
I know. This is.
I mean,
okay.
you died within like 10 feet of each. Not died. You fell within 10 feet of each other, give or take. It's Ollie that's near the instruments.
Yeah. V kind of falls to his knees to the ground, and you can actually hear a little bit of movement. As V, you can see Caledonia, the woman that Oro was dancing with, very rapidly moving over to kind of check on Oro and June. Well, everybody in turn, but of course, when she gets to Ollie, I think everybody realizes that things are a bit too late. V, as you're kind of like hunched over there, you feel that somebody is standing above you.
I look up.
You see a smallish Fey man just kind of looking down toward you as all the rest of the guards are kind of moving in, trying to figure out what, or what exactly to do. They were watching the whole time.
Assholes.
But he just kind of stares down at you as if waiting for you to speak.
Help them.
You have upset the festivities with unsanctioned duel, and have offended greatly our royal majesty. What say you to these charges?
10,000 years.
Are you kidding me? Yes, that's what I did.
You plead guilty to these charges, then.
And I'll do it again, too.
I'm afraid there won't be time for that. Who are you and why are you here?
My name is Captain V of the Blackened Wing. And I came here to ask the Queen for her help.
And instead you destroy her hall, sully it with a corpse, and decide to call her by a slurred name. Help indeed.
I didn't see you do anything.
It is commonplace for duels, sanctioned or otherwise, to break out, though the folks who initiate them do typically realize the penalty for such things. Do you know the penalty for such things? At this point, he's talking to you. Caledonia is kind of shoved out of the way by some guards who have grabbed June and Oro and Ollie and have just started kind of dragging them.
So, like, you don't need us to roll another save, right? Or
No, Caledonia stabilized you.
oh, okay.
Cool.
Whew.
But now you're gonna get thrown in the pit.
I don't have barbaric rage, but I really wish I could say I rage.
I
but
rage.
Right.
You can still get angry.
I still can get angry
You
though.
can stab this dude in the face.
No, I'm gonna punch him.
Yeah.
Punch him
Yeah.
through the face with your giant fist.
Yeah. You fucking like because this guy is
This
not
guy is being fucking very, very pretentious, and he's being very mean. And V is just really at his wit's end right now.
Hell yeah.
And so his first thought is, I'm gonna punch him, and then he does.
Yeah, you stand to punch him and he snaps his fingers and you fall unconscious.
Oh.
Well, that's fucking cheese. That's a lot of cheese, and I don't think that's very fair.
I'm so
Especially if you
sorry.
don't get any wine with it.
Well, I've got plenty of wine.
I got
You got wheeze.
V, June, Oro, you all awaken in a large room on the ground, of course, in chains.
Cool.
And as you,
Love this for us.
yeah, it's great.
Those cuffs.
Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna break the cuffs. But yeah, you begin to kind of stir and you have a moment to yourselves.
I did make it. He looks down at his...
She'll kind of look around the room. I don't like that. They're missing. That
When V wakes up, I assume that we're not like entirely healed, or like mechanics wise, we're not entirely healed. So we're probably all just like looking at like barely a health point in this situation. But I think the first thing that V does when he wakes up is that he's going to move forward until the chains stop him, and then he's going to try and wrench the chains away. And that's probably what wakes everybody up, is just him constantly just pulling at it and all of the noise.
Hold on. Michael.
Yes.
Can I do a check to see if these manacles are magical?
Magical manacles?
Yeah.
Yeah, roll me Arcana.
They're magically delicious.
15.
It would stand to reason. You probably can't inspect them too terribly well, but I mean, you know what the Fae are fucking up to.
So me doing shape changer wouldn't work in this...
No, it would not, I'm afraid.
Come on.
I didn't plan for that, but no, however. Yeah, you kind of, the two of you see, yeah, June, you make the point, and you are absolutely correct. Ollie is not anywhere to be seen. As the three of you just kind of lay manacle. Yeah, you're not necessarily like chained to a wall, because V, as you kind of begin to move forward, or try to rather, it's not the like the manacles aren't chained to anything that are keeping you, but you maybe can turn around for a moment to see one of those massive guards with a foot on your chain, because you were in a much larger room than maybe you would have assumed you'd be in. As you take a look around and notice a throne room, you hear the voice of the same Fey man. You enter the presence of Her Celestial and Royal Majesty, Sarastra Aestreum, Queen of Night and Magic, Duchess of the Heavens, Countess of Thorn, Mistress of Air and Darkness, Lady of the Summer Palace and Bride of Shadows. Attend her well. And no sooner does he say this than you see up on a high dais above you a woman who, much like Veronestra, is a little bit larger than life, kind of literally, adorned in these gorgeous black gowns, almost with like starlight kind of glistening in them. She looks down at all of you and she speaks. Well, it has been some time since I have taken audience. I must confess that I am surprised at the circumstances. What are your names and why come you here?
Jean Larkspur, my lady. Emissary of the Spring Court.
You can call me Aura. Aura will kind of gently nudge V.
And this is Captain V of the Blackened Wing.
A captain that does not speak for himself, a poor captain is.
I think he's contemplating his opening statement.
Well, ma'am, is a queen who doesn't speak for herself not a poor queen as well?
This is going to be a lot shorter of a session than I thought. What? No,
Vin's fucking pissed.
she sits for a moment, utterly stone-faced. Like you can't tell a lick of emotion coming off of this person.
June is too, surprisingly.
Well, I said it first, so I'm cooler. But she simply speaks and says, I understand that moments like this can be difficult for mortals.
Quite, you're right, mistress.
It is always difficult to lose one you love.
Oh, Ollie, yes. As Oro's like, wait, like imagine like Oro is just like, he's so tired, like he doesn't give a shit right now.
Right.
Well, I suppose that is something that happens when we are inevitably trying to save all of the realms from collapsing in on themselves.
Saving the realms.
Why, yes, have you not heard it on the wind, my lady?
The realms are always coming to an end one way or another. What I would like to know is why an interloper from my niece sits before me.
Oro just does like this dramatic flourish of his manacled hands.
Sorry, I'm just thinking about Oro in a Vanna White dress. Okay, just to get my memory jogging.
Yes.
Veronestra wants to work with her to save the realms.
The summer court, the Seelie and Unseelie courts have always been butting heads. Titania desperately needs an alliance right now, but is not gonna be the one to attempt to ask for it. Which is why her daughter sent you.
Yes.
Because it's easier if you die.
Yeah, if I die. I'll cut to the chase. The Sealy courts are in desperate need of an alliance. And Titania would not be the one to...
We do not speak that name in these courts. The Queen of Summer may do as she wishes.
Veranestra would like to ally with you. To protect these realms from collapsing in on each other.
'Twas ever thus. I must say, I wonder why you would still petition me after the wonderful things your captain said to my men.
Well, it doesn't change the fact that if nothing is done, you, my lovely queen, will have no court.
There will be no celebrations.
And considering that, I dare say, Baba Yaga herself sent us a personal package, I think that there are several people within the Feywild who are very interested in keeping what is theirs.
I say again to you, 'twas ever thus. There are always those who worry about their stations, the Witch of the Woods among them.
Do not worry for your husband, then. After all, with that... I don't know that information, never mind. Or I'll just stare.
I've heard your husband is quite infatuated with the moon.
My husband has had his flights of fancy, yes, but he is in repose for now.
Well, you may be interested to know that the Lord of the Hunt himself told us that the moon is not what it seems.
Were you awake for that?
Wait, no! Fucker!
That's why I said...
Wait!
No,
No!
you guys were unconscious.
That's what I was gonna
Damn
have
it.
Oro say that, but Oro
Yep.
wasn't awake for that. Only V
Okay,
was.
never mind. Backtrack.
Okay.
We're going back. Spinning that clock back.
We know that he's obsessed with the moon.
Yes.
Why do you have a death wish, my dear queen?
I should
Why
ask
do
you
you-
the same question. Choose your next words very carefully.
I do what I do to protect what I love.
Okay, let me get a meta rehash here.
Yes.
The Green Knight, was that her husband?
No.
Okay,
That's the Lord of the Hunt.
and the husband is where?
Somewhere.
In repose.
What does that even mean?
You
Okay.
guys don't know.
Okay,
Nobody knows.
But
He was supposed to come back, but he never did.
He's obsessed with the moon.
Yes.
There is a thing that people were talking about that happens every winter. The king goes a bit mad, goes away for a while, and then he comes back when he's calmed down.
He gets a little moon crazy.
sickness.
Like Guardians
That's
of
what they called
Gahul.
Shut
I'm
up.
just imagining Jay this whole time. I'm sorry.
And
Jay's got the
moon-
moon six.
And the
Moon
moon
six.
is what the Green Knight told us. The Lord of the Green Knight / Lord of the Hunt told us, don't trust the moon. The moon is bad.
Yes.
And we know the moon is bad because of the twin star thing.
Yeah, you can make that connection, yes.
Yeah.
V would.
The Green Knight simply said the moon is not what it seems.
It's not a moon. It's the 10th star.
That's no moon.
New moon.
Jesus, I don't even know how to start. I'm still
I know
angry.
it's fucking hard, I know.
I'm still angry. That's why B's just like,
I'm the only amicable one, I feel, among the three of us.
June's too fucking tired.
I feel like Oro would still be fucking pissed considering he got outed for being like a weird snake
Sneak
Man.
over.
He's trying
the
his
shit about his
best
brother.
not to think about that. Because as far as he's concerned, no one else knows about that really or remembers.
Right.
you saw
Look.
the fight?
Did I?
Did you?
Would I? Would you?
I
There are
hope so.
always squabbles breaking out in the courts, so that is why I trust my guards to deal with it for me.
And they did nothing.
To deal with the aftermath, yes. I will not risk the lives of my men to break up land disputes.
It's not a land dispute if it was the leader of the hunt.
He wanted to speak with you.
So too is everyone in that hall wanting to speak with me. The leader
he would've-
of what hunt?
The hunt.
Do you not know
The one that
mist
makes it-
that run through your lands?
It happens every I don't know, year. I don't know. Taylor
It's
doesn't know.
it's random.
It's
It
random.
happens. It happens.
It just happens.
It
Wait,
just
Yeah.
happens. It goes. It goes. It goes.
My queen, if I may speak frankly, there are two stars that come from the far realm that are trying to eat away at all of life as we know it. Dare say it might even affect other planetary masses. Would you not think on how long it's taken for your dearest husband to return that those problems might be one and the same? If you would release us, we could go and investigate that.
Investigate the whereabouts of my husband.
Would you not like that?
I ask you then why I should seek to investigate that which I know the answer to.
Then are you saying that you're complacent in your husband's situation?
My husband has his flights. He is in repose, and I suspect he will be for quite some time longer.
He's going to be for the rest of eternity if we don't do anything.
'Twas ever thus.
You won't have a husband to wait upon.
You won't have a
Do you
realm
think I
to-
wait upon my husband?
You won't have a realm to
Don't
rule
mean it.
over.
You know, I don't actually think we're talking to a queen. Oro
Making
says
my job very difficult.
she's not
That's what
making
I'm
it.
saying.
She's not making it easy either.
You won't have a realm to rule over.
I was waiting for an opportunity to roll a persuasion roll.
Yeah, I'm kind of like.
Well, hold on.
I just felt like
you
everything
wa-
I was saying was going to lead up to that.
It will. Let's roll over. You speak of stars coming toward us to consume. What evidence have you that this truly be?
You don't know about the hunt.
I know of the hunt. They are called wild for a reason. They bow to no one. They ravage the lands of game, and then
They
they
bow to this being.
Are you familiar with rum?
I have not heard this name.
Oh, wow.
I guess you don't know the truth then.
What?
Let us elucidate.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Remember, Kevin.
It's Kevin's
Yeah.
real name.
Oh.
Very well then, enlighten me. June says, let's explain, and then says, okay, somebody else take it.
I don't know where to start.
Figure it out.
I mean, we can explain what Kevin
Yeah, like
said
the
to
whole
group.
story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole shtick.
I mean, there's no reason to hide it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
there's no reason to hide any of the things that we've done, so we might as well just say, we tell her everything about this man that we
Yeah,
know.
and then
remember
June will
how there
kind
was a
of
queen of the harvest and she's not here anymore?
yeah. So June will kind of end it by saying, and that is why we request your assistance, your alliance, and your light.
The file you seek. She will kind of flourish her hand, and suddenly sitting in it is a large, almost looks like a crystal decanter, full of this just glowing white light. You come seeking relics of the kingdom. You come seeking aid for the Sealy. You
The
come
Radiance.
questioning me over my husband's whereabouts. I will tell you the truth in this matter.
I don't give a fuck!
You only live because I may, yet have a use of you. If truly it is this light you seek, you will need to do something for me first.
Yes, my lady.
Oro just shakes his head as he's thinking, like, I literally just offered we could save your husband, but sure.
Assuage him?
Comfort him.
Comfort him. Bring light into his final moments.
Oh. He's going.
No.
Yes, you could say that.
Can I roll insight on this woman?
Please.
June is like looking over at the two of you.
That's a 12. Never mind.
June's like, I
She
don't
is
get
utterly
it.
inscrutable.
I'm gonna roll an insight. I got a 20, unnatural.
She is utterly inscrutable.
Well, alright. 22?
22.
Utterly unscrutable.
She is utterly inscrutable, though. Her intentions are crystal clear for you.
I get it. I read books.
And when the king is last at rest, I will consider sending peoples to the Sealy. And I will allow you to take this relic, as it was a gift from him and shall be far too painful to hold on to.
Where's Ollie?
Pardon?
Where's our friend's body?
The corpse. Anything found within the property of the royals becomes the property of the royals.
Whoever's sitting
I'm
next to
afraid
June,
you-
okay.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say whoever's sitting closest to June just sees a tear.
Would you wish them back?
I just,
Their remains.
if we cannot get them back, I at least wish for a proper burial.
If you do this for me, I will see their remains remanded back into your custody, and then you are free to go about on your way, blotting out
course.
the stars.
Of course, my
Do we
queen.
have an accord?
Yes.
Yes.
Oro will just nod.
Well then, I suppose we should show you to the labyrinth. But one more thing. She will stand from her throne and walk down.
Giant woman.
She is a giant
She's
woman.
a giant bitch, that's what she is.
Yeah, well.
You're a fucking
Um,
bitch.
She comes down, and with a snap of her fingers, your fetters fall to the ground. As she reaches down and presents a hand with a closed fist to V and says, "There are very few who have the pleasure of calling me by that name and still have their life. I trust it's a liberty you won't take again."
You are sending us into a labyrinth that no one has come through.
Because those were intruders. They did not have my blessing. And she will place in your hand a small signet ring with the symbol of her house.
Does it even fit on his fingers?
It's a magic ring that
I
It's
know.
yeah, that's right. There you
It's
go.
a magic ring. Woo!
Magic!
Magic. It expands.
No.
What did you draw?
If you would
The toy
like
card.
to see, yeah, it's the toy car,
Oh,
which
I thought
doesn't
that
even
was
have wheels
Julian.
anymore.
Michael.
If you would like to see your friend's body, if you would like to leave this place alive and with your prize, do this for me?
Yes.
As much as it pains us to admit, there are some things that only mortals can accomplish. And she will stand and begin walking toward her throne. Do you have anything else to say to her? Or to ask of her?
No.
What awaits us in the labyrinth, my queen?
Who cares?
Fuck you, I care.
Nothing, for if you are to enter the labyrinth, you shall not find your way back out again. Follow the one that holds the ring. And with that, you are all grabbed up by by guards.
Snatch, snatch.
Snatch, snatch. Walked through some of the palace hallways, and into kind of what you would call the back alley of a palace. Out into the courtyard. And to a massive pit.
And they check us in.
And you are thrown in.
Oh, I was kidding.
Cool.
So the three of you are falling.
Still falling?
June ready to take fall damage and go to 0 HP again?
1 HP!
You are falling. You
like
can
in Bill and Ted's Bogus Adventure?
No, not like that. Like, you can actually see a horrible, horrible ground fast approaching. What do you all do?
I don't have anything.
We should have our things, right? No?
You have all your things, yeah.
Oh, do we? Am I at full HP?
No.
I'm going to
I
take...
don't. How do I have all my things then? I mean,
You have all
like
your
face step.
items.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what items.
I have... I'm going to try and use my sword to because I have an extra sword, so I'm going to use... No! How fast are we talking? Like, we're talking like, this is coming in like 2 seconds?
No, I mean, you are plummeting to the ground. You can see maybe several hundred feet below you is
Okay,
ground.
cool. Short bow, rope, arrow, dock that bitch.
Jesus. Roll me a fucking ranged attack.
That's how we're gonna do this. It's gonna be cool as hell.
I don't know what
Okay.
the fuck June's gonna do.
Yeah, you wrap the rope around an arrow and fire it off, and as it's flying, you do see it stick kind of in the side of this cavern wall, and hold. Though, interestingly enough, you don't like go taut on the rope quite yet. It's still quite slack because you're falling much slower than your two friends.
Oh yeah.
Oh, because you have feather fall.
I gotta get them. Opposite Mulandis.
How craggy is this? Are the walls?
Pretty damn, I would say.
Cool. If I can shape change now, snakes are incredible wall climbers.
Claymores, yes.
So
Claymores?
I'll do that.
Um,
Grab June with my tail. I don't know if that'll fuck it up.
she's gonna try and get one of her swords in the wall.
Okay. Yeah, you are all falling, I would say. So V, are you just gonna do this arrow trick, or are you gonna try and
I can grab June and then Featherfall with her. Or grab both of them and Featherfall with them.
It's entirely, you can definitely try it. I would say for Oro, if you want to do your shapeshift, I need you to roll an athletics. As a snake. They should have stats for it. What is it, a giant constrictor snake or a poisonous?
It's a constrictor snake.
I
The
forgot
statistics
I had
are
the
the same in
feather
each form.
Oh,
Except-
well then never mind.
So then it's just the same. So I need to do an athletics.
Mm-hmm.
Don't suck. 14?
You shapeshift, you wrap around, or you try to catch like a kind of a jagged jutting out stone, and as you hit it, it cracks through, and you continue falling.
Okay, I forgot that I had the Featherfall, so instead of the arrow thing, could I try and grab both
Sure.
members of the party and then try and Featherfall with them?
Yeah, I would like athletics or acrobatics, whatever's better for you.
20.
Okay. Yeah, as you're kind of going down, Oro, you shapeshift, but it breaks this kind of portion of the wall as you move down. V, you are able to kind of like skydive, nosedive thing, to catch him, maybe on a shoulder. June,
You mean the
you
giant
get a
snake?
sword in the wall. And as you're going down, like you're kind of scraggling down with it, it fucking snaps
Can I?
and you fall.
Oh, so you broke your fucking sword! God
I
damn it!
broke one of my swords.
Just in time for V, yes, to swoop down and grab you as well. As long as you hold on, you are easily able to gently fall to
Yeah.
the ground.
It's Oro.
June's light.
Oro is like a boa on my fucking
Giant fucking.
A literal boa.
a literal boa as a
Boas are
boa
small.
on my shoulders, size appropriate because I'm huge, and then I'm just holding June princess style,
Oh my god, we need to draw that. That's so cute. Oh my god.
and hit the floor.
Yeah, you hit the floor in a soft, snowy area.
I hate this.
And as you kind of look out over this, you can actually see that like the terrain doesn't make sense in this place. You fall down a pit, but you look up and like you can still see the pit way above you, but the rest is kind of like clear open sky. It's really beautiful.
No, it's not. Everything about this place is terrible, and I
This
hate
is horrible. It's awful. I hate it. We're all cold.
It's nighttime. It is snowing, but the grass is soft underfoot or under Snake.
it. Snake stays on my shoulders because it's warm.
His tail touches the ground and it like retracts into him.
Just grabs V tighter.
It constricts, and you pass out again.
I will go and take my spare short sword and give it to June.
Thank you. She's
Sort-
just gonna
it's
kind of
like not even like he's not like B's just not even looking. He's just like, here you go.
She's sadly holding the snapped in half.
Yeah.
So she's just gonna quietly say, "Those were made especially for me," and sigh and
Yeah.
drop it, and it clatters.
You can see. Well, it actually goes because it's very light,
Oh,
breezy
yeah.
snow. But anyway, you kind of walk for just a little bit, and can see miles away what appears to be a massive hedge maze.
It's the Shining.
And I do mean miles away.
Does it touch a ceiling?
No.
Okay.
Uh,
Can we
do you guys want to take a rest? Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
ask.
Yeah, can we rest,
Can
please?
we rest?
We get in this
Uh,
cuddle pile with just large Sneck blanketing us.
So I will say, well, or we'll ship back eventually. Because I have the immortality feature, all I need is a short rest, to regain my spell slots.
Yeah, well, I need a long
I
rest.
need a long rest.
Okay.
Okay, we can take a long rest. You can all give yourselves your hit points, your dailies, your nonsense, your everything back. You were all at 1 hit point, technically. And eventually, I would say in the morning, but no. After you awake, it is still the dead of night. Because you see far, far in the distance, like a tiny little speck, maybe in the center of the maze, what appears to be a tower. And what's almost what looks like it's like directly above it is a beautiful, gorgeous full moon, just kind of looming over the whole scene. So gay.
Okay.
You guys make your way toward the labyrinth. I will not belabor this because you have the signet ring. You make your way to the wall of brush where the entrance is. V, you have the ring. What are you trying? What are you doing?
I'll look at the ring first to see if it like vibrates or glows if I go like left or right. You know, sort of like if it does some sort of thing when I go in a particular direction.
If it's like a dowsing situation, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, you kind of take a step into the maze itself. And you do see like it's got these kind of runic inscriptions that begin to glow. And when you turn away, they begin to glow dimmer. And when you turn back in that right direction, they begin to glow brighter. This is going to lead you, assumedly,
To our doom.
to
Okay.
your doom. Okay.
Great. So V will sort of look back and say, looks like it's some sort of homing device.
Good.
No doubt to keep us from getting completely lost.
I imagine most of the people died because they got lost and froze to death or something.
Exposure, or perhaps all the other beasties that are likely here.
I guess knowing where we're going doesn't mean that we're going to be protected from those things.
No.
Probably not. I don't think she would be that generous with us.
No.
Should probably tread lightly.
Be on your guard.
I would like whoever has the highest perception and survival to take a roll of each of those.
Okay, my perception is at an 8. My survival is at a 4.
Better than me on both.
I'm 4-0.
Cool.
I'm 5-1.
Let it roll.
Captain has taken the
21 perception,
well.
7 survival.
Okay. Luckily, the survival was not as important because you do have the ring guiding you. I think you get maybe turned around just a little bit because the ring is not perfect, but it will eventually get you back on track. The perception was the most important part as you are kind of moving through. At certain points in the maze, you do hear kind of like the crunching of snow, almost like something is moving.
Yeah, like...
You're right, exactly. That perception keeps you as safe as you possibly can over the next 2 weeks.
Fuck me, how do we eat? Okay.
Time is weird in the Feywild. Eventually, however, you make it to the tower. The tower stands high above the labyrinth in its own small circular courtyard. The entrance is just an open threshold, and silvery light pours from the inside. What do you do?
Tread very, very lightly.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Good.
Take a snowball and throw it at the open door to see if it does a terrible trap thing.
No, yeah, even if you do that, nothing happens.
Fine. It only needs living material. Walks through the door.
You're right. You vaporize. The inside of the first floor is completely barren, save for a spiral staircase and an elaborate throne sitting behind a wall of shimmering light. At first, the throne appears empty, but as you get closer, you can see a silhouetted form sitting there. The seated figure is nearly transparent in the moonlight pouring in through the window.
Oh no.
The only indication that this is, in fact, a living person is the voice that you hear.
That doesn't tell us that it's a living person. That just tells us it's something that can communicate to us.
That's probably a
Must
good
be right
point.
here.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Sarastra. How now, mad spirit? What night rule now about this haunted grove? He stands
How
and
now,
moves.
brown cow?
He stands and moves toward the wall of light. As he exits the moonbeams, you see the figure of a noble fae, adorned in tattered finery. He seems very surprised. You are not my queen.
No.
She bears not see her husband any more. She fears I love another. Wherefore comest thou to seek the counsel of a scholar? You'll find none here.
We're from the mortal realm.
Hold up real quick.
Yes.
Hold on, Jesse. I know you're bad. But, like, over these past 2 weeks, could we have maybe decided what we plan on actually doing with this guy? Because I don't want to kill this guy.
I also don't want to kill this
I
guy.
want to.
I don't want to kill
Please.
him.
Discuss.
I want to have this guy turn around and fucking destroy his wife because she's a bitch.
I feel like this is the situation where like she's like, oh, he's crazy. I'm just gonna send him off. No, he's not. He's like mentally ill or something.
No, she
Get him
like,
a therapist.
She wants him dead.
She wants
I know.
him dead.
Like-
She sends him away all the time, and she's like, I want this bitch dead.
Yeah, so like, and her saying like, oh, we'll comfort him in his final moments. It's like, So like, I don't want to
Should we
fight
just-
this guy.
I think we should feel it out and then maybe tell him.
Like, try
Carefully.
to get him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
as
well,
long
we
as
were-
we're all on the same page.
I don't want to kill him
Yeah,
either.
I don't want to kill him, so.
Yeah, we're not the murdery people. Technically.
I'm not the murderer here. You are.
Noel?
What?
Noel, how did you get here?
He's been here the whole time.
I've been here the whole time.
Kicks him back to Shadowfell.
The laugh just gets me. He just like, he laughs to himself all the time, just like, I'm so awesome.
I'm so cool. But yes, he's kind of made his way up toward the wall of light, almost like frantically, not frantically, but like informally. But then when he notices that you are not his wife, he stands up straight. Who are you?
Captain V of the Blackened Wing,
We're all just like,
from the mortal realm.
I'm June Larkspur, an emissary of the Spring Court.
Is it spring already?
No.
No, I just look like this all the time.
You could just call me Oro. We're here under grave circumstances.
Always another grave, isn't it?
Yes, and there'll be many, many
Yes, it
more.
Ah, yes, of course. Sorry, whose grave are we upon?
All of existence?
Everybody's yours, your wife's.
All of the planes.
I suppose we'll have to dig up the garden then. You see that he's like doing math in his head.
We want to
I
try
fucking
and,
love him.
we want to try and stop
Mr.
it.
Seifer, is that you?
Stop it.
Yes.
You can't stop it. Not unless you had all the land in the world to bury these people.
We don't.
No, my friend, we require your kingdom's assistance.
My kingdom. Do I look like a king? This is my palace. My people are... Ah, well, you three. You must be my newest subject.
You need to reclaim your throne.
I got a throne. He turns around and he sees... Like, it's a very nice throne.
Mm-hmm.
I have a throne, and I have a queen of my own.
Yeah.
Tell us about your queen.
She's never late.
Fucking love him. That shit.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Late
What
to
does...
the party?
Of course she's never late to the party. She's the one that throws the damned parties. It's like you've never been to court before.
I think
I
I've
haven't
been
been
to
to-
way too many courts.
I haven't been to this one.
yes.
It is
Tennis,
quite
badminton, there are far too many to name.
What does she look like?
I'm sure you've seen her. Come on, I caught you looking. He will turn and gesture. Actually, he will move up to his window, almost like a
Okay.
prisoner. But he will look up and kind of grab at the bars and say, "She does not hide her beauty from anyone."
That's rough, buddy.
That's real funny.
I mean, she is quite radiant, my king.
Yes, I was never one for mathematics, but she's got it all top shelf.
Absolutely.
He's just an old man that loves his wife. Leave him alone.
It's not his wife, that's the problem.
But the problem
I
is
know.
that if we can get him
to believe that that's his wife and to fuck over the other lady.
But the moon is not his wife. Like, the moon is not what it seems.
No.
The moon that he's looking at.
Well, I mean, yeah.
How can we fuck with the moon then?
we
What do
have.
you want me to do? Go up there?
No, I think we just need to convince him that maybe somebody stole his actual wife.
Okay. I
You know,
got
like
this.
somebody stole his wife, the moon,
It was Gru.
and it is the twin stars, and then we can convince him to come back and help us, maybe.
You know,
Yeah, but if we roll up with him not quote unquote dead by that point,
she's not gonna give us the file.
yeah.
But if he is as powerful as she is, then if we bring him back into court sane-ish, then no one's gonna remember, because she said, don't tell anyone that I asked you to kill him, because that would be treasonous. So if she was caught having sent assassins to kill the king, she would be in trouble.
But
No
by
matter
who?
what the fact that she's queen. So if we convince him to come back up, then she has to actively try and kill him,
Mm-hmm.
which would be a treasonous act.
But there are people expecting him to die, like the guy that June danced with.
Yeah, because that guy wants to be the new king. The only reason why he was saying that is because he wanted to get up in that bitch.
And clearly she wants that to happen.
She wants the king to be gone, so that way she can move the fuck on too.
I'm just worried, like, we aren't gonna get the vial.
You could always, I mean, your plans are sound. These are very good thoughts. You could always grill him for whatever information he's worth.
I don't even know where to start with this man. Let's
That's
just
the
be real
problem.
here. How often do you see her?
The moon.
Yeah.
She never leaves. She's here all the time.
Don't you think that's a little, odd?
Isn't the moon supposed to leave and come back every day?
Yes, but for her husband, she would stay. I must be frank with you. If you are to be my new advisors, then I suppose we should be transparent with each other. She's not really my wife.
Oh.
Oh.
I've never asked her formally, but we do get on so well.
Oh, well, what do you two talk about?
This and that and them and...
Yeah. It's quite a few things.
Is there a reason why you haven't asked formally?
Well, I suppose it's because I'm already married.
Oro snaps his fingers. Oh, yes.
So you need a divorce.
That person we've met.
Sarastra.
Yeah.
How is she doing these days? It must be getting on to spring nearby. Usually she comes by now, but...
It's been winter for almost 25 years.
She's awful. Quite.
She was quite rude to us.
Excuse me, that is the queen you are talking about. 25 years, is that a lot for you people?
No, actually.
No.
Yes?
He is like, I'm not even that many.
Yes?
You know, Gina and Aura were like,
And so I suppose it is interesting, though the way that her rays dance off the snowflakes is simply something that can't be missed. Perhaps she wanted to spread it just a bit longer.
Perhaps. What say you to the idea of moving to a much more inhabited location with your lovely, lovely wife to be. Oreo kind of gestures out the window.
You know, we as a couple ourselves know of every good location for a retreat.
Was that disclosed to human resources?
I wouldn't dare say I'm not human.
That's a fair point, then, yes.
I feel like Oreo can jive with this guy because he could be just as flippant.
I'm sorry, what?
It is fine, yes. Say I were to move, the issue being that I have my palace here, and
What if you had 2 palaces?
oh, that's all well and good. I still have the palace up above, the gloaming and whatnot, but this is the palace I find myself in, and this is the palace I shall have to stay in.
Why? Why do you have to stay?
Because she's keeping me safe. Safe from those that would wish me harm.
Your wife to be?
Or your
Is
wife?
keeping you safe?
Wife.
See, that's the funny bit, isn't it? My wife sends me down here when I have my flights of fancy. But over the last several years, I've grown to quite like the winter time. Because there she is. And she promised to me that if I were to stay here with her, I would be kept safe from everything in the world. And she's done just that.
Well, I mean,
Outside of hiding, you being able to show everyone in the Feywild your true love.
I mean,
wouldn't that?
if I were her, I'd want to be shown off as the wife to be of the king.
I mean, why don't you two talk about, your relationship and how you like to show off?
What do you mean, talk about? It's the bloody moon. You can't speak to a moon.
But aren't you?
Yes, but that's besides the point. My
Right.
point being that I am kept safe here, and she prefers it that way. I've been speaking to her for the last several years. I've been bewitched body and soul, and I've not been able to leave until someone comes to fetch me.
No.
We're here to fetch you.
I'm about ready to use believe in you seeming and come back as the moon.
Oh, Christ. As the moon?
I don't think you can come as the moon.
You gotta have the same basic arrangement of limbs, Julian.
Do I?
You're not an orb.
The spell disguises your physical appearance as well as your clothing, armor, weapons, and equipment. You can make each creature seem 1 foot shorter or taller and appear thin, fat, or in between. You
You
can't
can't
target
appear
body type.
moon-like. I was gonna say, I've read a lot of romance stories, as a kid, and oftentimes I always hear that the girls in the relationship like to show off and tell other people that they're in a relationship with you.
Precisely.
And if they don't, maybe it's because they're shy or embarrassed.
Oh, she's not shy. She's waiting for the right opportunity. She told me herself that no one is to know about our relationship until she's ready to debut.
Well,
But isn't that sad?
How do I get her to do that?
It is sad. It is. Well, I can't pretend to know everything, but she fills me with such joy. I just go along with it. It's not like I could leave anyway.
Why not?
well,
He kind of taps on the wall of Moonlight, which is apparently solid. And as he taps a finger on it, you see part of his fingertip begins to burn away. But he keeps tapping on it for a moment.
Hey, whoa. Okay, I have a question.
Huh.
Can I cross the moonlight wall?
You can certainly try.
I'm wearing the signet ring. I'll go through.
Okay. Yeah, you take a step into the wall,
Take 12 d10
and you
damage.
take 3 radiant damage.
Oh, okay.
Now,
and the wall stops you dead. I wouldn't try to get in here if I were you. It might hurt.
Oh, interesting. Can I roll an investigation to see where, like, the source of this is coming from?
Yeah. Or an Arcana, probably.
Arcana would be better for me. That's a 17.
17, yeah, it is clearly, obviously a spell of some kind, but it looks like it's an infusion of different kinds of magics. This has the air of forbiddance about it, which usually only stops teleportation. But
So
it's a solid wall.
I couldn't do a dimension door through this thing.
Yeah,
So,
it's you specifically can't do a dimension door through it. Yes,
can I misty step through it?
that's teleportation, honey.
Oh fuck, you're right. Well, are you sure it's not her keeping you here?
Oh, she is. I said
I
she
have
keeps
zero
me safe.
spells that can help.
I don't get
Her
it.
and her angel.
Her angel.
Yes, her guardian keeps watch over me, makes sure nothing untoward happens.
Where is this guardian?
I'm afraid I haven't made their acquaintance yet.
After all,
Surely
we
you
I mean-
must have
should,
seen them.
we
I mean-
should be made aware of the security.
Exactly, since
Yes.
we're gonna be your servants.
Your consorts.
That's a word.
Advisors, yes, of
Advisors.
course, right, yes. I should say you must have seen them on the way in, rather tall. And as he mentions this, he points upwards, and very clearly he means there is a big-ass angel statue on the roof, but it's not like it's a statue.
Are you sure about that? Well, have you ever seen them move?
Oh no, I mostly stay down here. The upper levels are for servants and the like.
Well, as your new servants, we should probably see what's there.
Oh, you would like to speak to the angel?
Well, I mean, just to
Yes.
see what's also in the tower.
We must get acquainted with our coworkers.
Yes, of course. It's simply up the stairs. And as he's stuttering, he's like kind of scratching at his neck, where you can see there is kind of like something, like some lesion or
There's
rash or
Way
something.
too much shit going on with this man.
And as he's kind of pulling at his shirt to do so, you could swear there's something around his neck that's glowing.
Detect magic?
I mean, it lights up like a Christmas tree.
Do I kind of see, like, how it's shaped, or...
Doesn't
Well,
detect magic tell you what school of magic it is?
School of Magic would be evocation. And it's pear-shaped.
Okay. Evocation.
So because V is like fucking exhausted with this
Yeah.
whole shenaniganery.
Playing games.
So he just wants to go upstairs and see what's upstairs. Maybe there's something that he could find that could help him. Like in the servants' quarters or whatever.
Right.
If you guys want to go up, I can kind of stay behind and inquire about the necklace to see if I can get him to tell me
Okay.
about it or whatnot.
I mean, you could ask about it right now if you wanted to.
Okay.
No, V's just like, I can't help with this. I'm not able to help. I can't.
Mm.
I'm going to somewhere where I'm useful, like
Riley.
using my eyes.
I can't help but notice that you and I equally carry pear-shaped... I totally got my necklace back, by the way.
Yeah, you haven't.
Trinkets. I, for one, fancy them quite a bit, but yours seems to have a bit of more spark.
Oh, yes. It was a gift from her from the day we met.
Your wife or your wife-to-be?
From her. And he looks wistfully out the window.
Oh, really?
Does it do anything special? It is quite lovely.
It is a piece of her.
Interesting. Not in conjunction with, Oro kind of like scratches his chest a little bit. You look wounded, sire.
What's that? Oh, no, just a old hunt wound, I'm sure, acting up. But he will pull the necklace out from under his shirt, and goddamn if he ain't wearing something that looks exactly like what Sarastra was holding.
Oh, so it's burning him. It might be burning him.
My king, would you let us attend to your wound?
Well, he starts tapping the wall,
Yeah,
and more of his finger starts to burn off.
No, don't.
He says, "This is her essence. She told me to keep it safe."
Well then, if it is truly her essence, Oro kind of like taps a finger on his chin at that, because there's no way he's going to be able to convince them to take it off necessarily. But I do want to see if I can. I suck at medicine, but roll a medicine to see like if I can try to pull a comparison to the rock and the wound that he has kind of going on there.
Can I
Rock?
help?
What rock?
The pendant he has. Where he
Oh,
says
it's not a pendant. It's a glass. It's like a crystal necklace.
right, but it has like essence of the moon or whatever, right?
You're right.
Yeah,
It would be an Arcana. You could do Arcana.
Okay. 24.
24. Yes. The marks on his chest. Again, what you can see of them, because he is kind of fading in and out of translucence. Yeah, they are equivalent to like what we would call radiation burns, but it is radiant damage taken over time.
Okay.
The decanter itself around his neck, it just looks like a slightly smaller version of what Sarastra was holding.
Right, okay. And that's he supposedly gave her that. So I think Oro will like sit down, and we can cut to B after this, but Oro will be like, "Can you tell me about a gift that you gave your wife?"
Oh, yes. I gave her... What did I give her?
Well, it looks a bit like that. Gestures towards the pendant, but much bigger.
Oh, this is much bigger.
Well, yes. But what she has is, and like Oro goes like from like this to this.
Yes, I know, this is much bigger. It's just not right now.
Right. Condensed, surely. Did you really give it to her? Did she steal it? No offense to your wife, but
I must say that there was one winter, many years ago, where she may have confiscated, but it was never hers.
interesting.
I made sure to get it back before this time, though.
Oro kind of like quirks a brow at that and kind of like looks at June. Interesting.
Well, what happened to it? Tell me, regale me the story.
It was so he basically will explain in so many words that his love gave him her essence so that he could always keep her close to his heart, in exchange for the promise that he would always be there for her. And then, of course, one winter, Sarastra found it and took it from him before sending him off to the tower. But then before he got sent off this time, he managed to get it back.
Which doesn't line up because she's showing that she has it.
Yep.
But,
She's had it for a long time.
But there's
It has been a relic of the kingdom, yes, for a very long time.
But Fey nonsense can happen. She could have done an illusion on us.
True.
So.
What if that's what she wants?
Yeah.
Sophie.
Yeah.
V,
That's
you
what I'm
begin to
saying.
make your way up the stone spiral staircase.
Yeah.
Onto the second level, which there are at least probably 5 or 6 levels to this tower.
Cool.
As you make it up to the second floor, it is made of wood. Every level above this is made of wood, and as you kind of reach up there, you see it's completely barren. Like 100%. There's no furniture. There is no nothing. It's just dusty, old. You even look one floor up, and the floor above it is completely burnt away, almost like there was a fire at some point of some description. Roll me a perception check.
I will roll inspiration.
Okay.
I'll spend my inspiration for this one. Better.
Okay.
22.
You're on this floor, and maybe taking a look around because, like, clearly this is not a place that anybody lives,
Or
even
has
if they
lived.
for fucking ever, like centuries probably. You catch a little glimpse of something rushing up the stairs. Something very small.
All right. I will go after it.
Okay.
Yeah. V's just gonna. Something is here. I must go
Something.
look.
Yes. Yeah, you make your way up toward the stairs, and you begin to walk your way up, past kind of the second or the third burnt floor, up to the fourth, which again, same story, completely barren. Maybe the remnants of an old table that's just kind of rotted away. And you hear whatever it is that you're chasing. You hear almost like a like sounds of exertion, very tiny sounds of exertion.
Hello?
As you hear more skittering up the stairs.
No, wait!
Keep going.
Yeah.
Okay. Up to the 5th floor, same fucking story, except this time you catch just a little glimpse of this pale something rushing up the stairs. Not like on 2 legs, it's just like you can barely even tell what the fucking thing is. It's just kind of scrambling up the stairs.
Hold on! I'm not gonna hurt you.
Roll me a persuasion check.
I don't have that, but whatever, let's go.
Yeah, you just hear that kind of squealing again as it makes its way up a final set of stone stairs.
Walking to my death, let's go.
Okay. You begin to walk your way up the stairs. And as you do, you make your way onto the rooftop of the tower. Very sparse, nothing up here except for a massive stone pedestal with a statue of an angel. One thing that you definitely notice, though, is like the moon seems closer than ever. Like it seems nice and like it's big and juicy in the sky. It's bigger than like
What is
the
this,
sun
Majora's
would be.
Mask?
No, it doesn't have a gross
Dawn
face
of
on
the
it.
final day.
But you finally see what it was you were chasing, because scrambling up the pedestal, like onto the area where the statue's like kind of feet are, you see what looks like a baby, like a nude baby.
I don't like this.
And it's just kind of heaving itself up, and you hear like
This is... I hope this is not our version of stool, because I will definitely kick it off the tower. V will look up at it towards the angel and just sigh, and then crouch down so that way he could put his hands in his head and just sort of take a moment for himself.
you kind of kneel there thinking. What are you thinking? What are you doing?
That I don't know what I'm doing, and that this is impossible, and there's no way that we can convince this crazy man that the moon is not his wife, and not only that, but even if it was his wife, this is not the moon that he is looking for. But I have to figure it out, because if I don't, then we can't get Ollie back, and he just sort of sits down.
You sit down, and this like, again, like this nude baby, this toddler,
I hope it doesn't.
is still kind of trying to scramble up onto the pedestal. But you like maybe, you know, put your head back and look up, and you can see the moon. There it is. But then you see something off to the side of it a little bit smaller, but kind of like this. The moon is so damn bright that it's hard to see anything quite near it.
Almost like snow blindness, except we're getting moon blindness in this situation.
Right, exactly. Yeah. But you look at whatever this is, and you kind of really focus on it, and you see the moon.
Two?
Yeah, smaller, but but kind of again, moon blindness. You're getting blocked out by the sheer glow of the moon in front of you.
Could I circle the tower to see if I can lean forward and kind of get a better view of it without the fucking obnoxious angel in the way that's definitely going to turn alive and then try and kill me?
Relax. Anyway, you start walking around a little bit, maybe trying to ignore the weird toddler at this point.
Well, I mean, like, if it's freaking out because of me, like,
yeah,
I'm just gonna leave it alone and maybe it'll come to me later.
But yeah, you see, as you kind of walk around the tower, you see more of those freaky little baby things.
Oh, come on.
You see like a gaggle of them, but they're all just kind of sitting there, staring up at the moon. Not turning toward you, not looking toward you. They're just kind of looking up.
What are you guys?
As you say that, it becomes abundantly clear, if it wasn't already, that something is very wrong.
Oh yeah, I mean, I feel unnerved right now, but I feel like I've been unnerved since I've come to the Feywild. Same shit, different day kind of stuff.
As you say that, what are you guys? One of the children notices you. And again, like toddler, infant, chubby.
Cherubic, almost.
Cherubic, yes. Cherubic. And it turns to notice you. And you see, not a face, but an amalgam of pale tentacles spluttering forward. The creature falls to all fours and begins warily guarding its territory, growling lowly. The full moon hangs in the sky, casting a pale glow over the rooftop. The most of them are still transfixed. What do you do?
I'm not here to hurt you.
Its tentacles are just kind of like... as it is like on all fours, like a dog, just kind of like...
Oh God, no.
Watching you. You can't see eyes, so you don't know if it's actually looking at you.
I mean, it's all upsetting. It's all upsetting. This is when V decides that he only wants to adopt. As he leans back against like the back of the tower. I'm not doing anything.
As you lean back against the back of the tower, this thing, is still kind of like looking at you and almost barking, like that little like. As every little outburst, its tentacles just kind of flap up like Davy Jones, and you see the one that's like finally gotten to the statue's feet, just kind of curls around its ankle and turns to look at you, and you see the same just kind of like modeling of tentacles hanging down from it, and it just kind of like squeals at you. Back downstairs. The two of you who are talking to the king, maybe coming to the realization about something. Suddenly he stops. And he casts his eyes upwards, and he says, "Where is your friend?"
He went to explore the quarters.
I believe you went to go talk to your, the security, the angel.
He's upset the cherubs.
The what now?
Tiny angels, very fat.
The angel won't be long now.
Is there a way we can stop that?
Is that the security system?
Like, can we turn the alarm on?
Alarm? They're here to protect me.
Well, is there a way to, assuage this sort of, mistake?
Can we show them that you're alright?
Oh, she makes no mistakes.
She's gonna.
I suppose I can make do with 2 advisors.
Well, let us go check on him, yes?
If we bring him back down, will that, suffice?
Oh, no one's ever come back down. Well, no one's ever come in.
Well, it's the first time for everything, yes.
Cuts back to me, and the angel starts fucking moving.
It's like,
Well, yeah.
It's the beginning of Silent Hill 1 where all the shadow babies just start stabbing you in the legs.
As you two kind of rush your way upstairs, yeah, you see that all of these freaky little tentacle babies have kind of turned to notice you, and they're starting to like come around both sides of the angel
Like
at this
that.
point, just to kind of like keep an eye on you. And as like they're not going to jump, they're not going to do anything, but they are very angry that you are here in their sort of territory. As the other 2 of you get to the rooftop,
Can't speak Celestial.
as the 2 of you make it to this rooftop and see this scene, all of you, like you can see these kind of growling creatures, and you see the full moon casting a pale glow over the rooftop. But then you see like a shadow kind of pass over the moon for a moment, as all of the babies just kind of like chill out for a second and sit down and turn to look.
That mommy.
As a shadow passes over the moon,
Is it the Mothman?
in the shape of a great antlered creature. You hear a
Fairy tale?
voice begin to softly speak in your heads. My brother told me of you,
Oh,
the ones who seek to end our great work. But there is no stopping nature. The cosmic chaos will spin on, and you will all be forgotten. You will fade into the light and the dark, as all must. I offer you peace, an end to the blood. I offer you the choice to slip peacefully into slumber. And even as your bodies fade and decay, somnia neque finem. Dreams never die. Would you not like that? Rest for your weary souls evermore.
Absolutely not.
no thank you. Now show yourself.
Auro's just looking around for it.
Okay, you say no thank you. You say absolutely not. Show yourself. The shadow fades from the moon as the face of the moon itself seems to change. The facade falls away.
And Majora's Mask.
No, that this moon is no moon at all.
It's a Death Star.
It's a space station. Its surface shifts.
The imposter.
I swear to God. Its surface shifts and roils as great arcs of white fire
This bitch was sus.
across its surface. Its cold white light softly glows in the night sky as you can see it for what it really is.
A
A
battle.
brilliant white star.
Oh.
It's a sun.
It's a sun.
Yeah.
It's almost tranquil and inviting
No.
as you gaze toward it.
It's
I'm
not.
I'm not looking at
Have
it.
you seen these babies? They have tentacles.
Babies, by the way, yeah, the little babies seem very agitated by this.
That's fine. I'm agitated.
They all begin
That's
to
fine. It's
again
fine.
growl and hiss, but
Jeez,
they
V, this is the
quickly
thing you have to adopt later. God.
they quickly fall silent, and a very soft humming is heard.
Son of a bitch.
They turn to look up to the angelic statue, the source of the music. As the blue and white light washes over it, you can see movement from the statue, almost as if shedding a skin of
Downstairs.
pure
Sit.
moonlight.
Downstairs.
You see the soft glow begin to rise out of the statue itself. The lullaby continues quietly
Get downstairs now.
as a pair of angelic wings emerge,
June
supporting
starts-
this is an unskippable cutscene.
I was gonna say, like, I don't think we can actually do anything, Jesse.
Wait, pause so I can get my pizza rolls. They're gonna get cold. Hold on.
God damn it. V saying that was totally valid, though. Get downstairs now.
Okay, keep going.
The lullaby continues quietly as a pair of angelic wings emerge, supporting a hideous sight.
Jesse, what are you doing?
Face.
Face.
That's Akamar. Stop.
You see a decrepit, deformed, humanoid figure. Its hands still clasped in prayer rises. Its body seems to be nothing more than dark, intertwining tendrils, leaving no face to be seen. The ends of the tendrils hang loosely from the bottom of the form as it rises fully from the statue. It unclasps its hands and opens its arms wide in a gesture of embrace,
Oh,
as its brilliant wings flare outward, shooting moonbeams in every
I
direction.
don't want to hug it.
As nobody attempts to embrace the creature, the humming stops. As its non-existent face scans each of you, the swirling maw of tendrils on its face opens, showing it to be hollow.
I think it's funny that it's like, anybody want a hug? Anybody?
No?
No?
And then the music, like it's like a record, like what's that word?
A
When, like,
record
the music-
scratch.
Yeah.
You
It's
see
like,
a brilliant, you see a brilliant light shine from within, as the creature lets out an unearthly shriek, and the tiny creatures charge. Let's roll
Fuck
initiative.
is this? This is some Bloodborne shit.
I will say that V was definitely telling everybody to fucking
Yes.
run because we can't fight on this tower. I'm imagining this bitch is small as fuck.
Oh, you'll see.
Oh, it's just a map you're proud of?
Yes,
18.
I very much like this map.
Looks like
Okay.
we got June at 22, Oro at 21, and V at 18.
That's
Need
pretty
good
fucking
initiative
good.
for once.
Yeah. Hey, Kat,
Crazy.
can you, like, not?
Okay.
He's helping.
No, he's
V at
not.
18, June at 22, Oro at 21. 25.
What?
Or smarter than 24, 25.
25. No, I did not get a 25.
55.
Schlifty-5.
Okay. Yeah, let's take a look at our map for tonight, my friends.
Oh, it's pretty big.
We're gonna get our shit pushed in. That's what's
I
happening.
wanted to give you guys a fighting chance. Do take a moment, inspect the map, just because I had fun making
I don't
it. Anyway,
like those little babies.
For when we get thrown to the ground.
Look at all that ground that we have here.
Yeah, that we're gonna get thrown into.
I love how we're all on the edge.
Of glory.
there's not, and you're hanging on a moment of truth, and the moment of truth is that June is first in the order.
Woo!
I want to check out these fucking babies.
Yeah, and just so we know, the angel, the creature, is floating about 20 feet off the ground right now.
All right, Oro.
And
you,
I'm
buddy.
hanging on a
Is
moment.
that my prerogative? Okay.
Yep. Actually, I'm gonna move right here.
Cool.
That's 15 feet. I'm gonna do just 3 attacks and see how it goes.
Cool. On the baby? Oh, just so you know, these babies are very unsettling. I probably didn't need to tell you that, but
I was unsettled.
yes. You have disadvantage on all saving throws and attack rolls against creatures that aren't these babies.
Creatures that aren't the babies?
Mm-hmm.
So I have disadvantage to attacking that creature.
Pretty much.
So we gotta kill the babies first.
I'm working on.
Just wanted to let you know there, June. Go ahead.
1 attack,
Okay. That's a hit.
2 attack, 3 attack.
2 hits. Hey, big spender. That's 20 points of damage.
1 is slashing, 1 is piercing. I don't know if that matters.
No, it does not matter. Yeah, 20 points of damage as the baby fades into moonlight.
These
can I
fucking
use the rest
things are
of my...
gonna respawn. I have a bad feeling these motherfuckers are gonna respawn.
Another Star Wars joke, as you say. I have a bad feeling about this.
Nice.
So
And I'm
good.
gonna end my turn there.
Okay, A Star is Wars after all. Next
A
to the
Star
order
is Born.
Aura.
I love that movie with Lady Gaga in it.
I'm on the
Got
deep
it.
band.
Wow.
Oh, worm.
A worm. Oro, it is you.
Yeah. Alright. I wish I had darkness. That would be great, but I don't have darkness. Do I want to waste Wall of Fire? No.
If you get rid
I
of
think
3
you
of them, then there's 3 less that we have to try and get rid of in
But what
order
if
to be
they
able to.
respawn?
Yeah, I'm really worried these fucking stupid things are gonna respawn. Can I roll anything while trying to? In all of the years of my existence, have I seen anything fucking remotely like this?
Roll an incredibly difficult Arcana check.
Woo, that's a 10.
You have never seen anything fucking like this in your life.
Great.
You know, I'll give you a little fun something. The closest thing that these remind you of, I mean, the comparison is obvious, is something like a Mind Flayer.
That's what I was thinking.
Something aberrant.
Yeah. All right.
I hate this.
Well, okay. I'm gonna do a different kind of hoo-ha. So, how tall in this how tall in the air is the angel?
He is floating at least 20 feet in the air. The statue itself is 20 feet above, ends 20 feet above you. He is floating above that.
So he will float above my wall of fire.
You can get him toes.
Technically, yes. Get him toes. He doesn't have toes.
I
He's got little tendrils.
can't do it. I can't do it to him.
Get him Tindy.
So I guess then I will draw a wall of fire here.
The wall of fire.
Actually, from here.
Okay. Cutting off the other baby. Okay, what is that, a dex save?
Yes.
1, 2, and 3. We got 1 success.
Okay.
Well, that one can just fucking suck a dick.
Why don't you go suck a fuck?
Okay.
Christ on a cracker.
I did.
Yeah,
I did it at level 5.
Fuck me running. Yeah, these all explode. Jesus Christ. They turn into star stuff.
And then for my movement action, I'm going to go.
Safety corner.
If I go down that step, how much of a ledge am I looking over?
Oh God, it's are you looking over?
No, well, looking over the edge of this stairwell.
Like your ankles. At that level.
So I can see ankles at that point?
No, you it is up to your ankles at that point.
Oh, well then what about... Where can I go to where it's my shoulders?
Partial cover.
Partial cover, yeah.
Julian's
that
looking for partial cover.
Let's go one more stair down.
Okay.
Anything below that, you don't have vision.
I'm making this so I don't get blown off this fucking tower.
That's fine. Cool. Anything else?
No.
All right. Next in the order is going to be the monsters. The bad guys. So let's crank up the music a little bit. I was getting bored of that one. First up, we're going to start with the babes. We got a babe right here in Toyland, who are going
Are you
to...
saying June's a babe?
What? Hell yeah, dude. Here comes a bite. 13 to hit.
Miss.
June.
June's at 15.
I was burping.
You're at 15, June?
Doesn't June have 15 AC?
No, I have 13. It hits.
Jesus.
You take 6 points of piercing damage, and I would love a wisdom save.
Oh, fuck.
Good thing I got advantage on those.
That means you have normal 11. I have disadvantage, don't I?
You are correct. Thank you very much for remembering. 11 is a pass. Next up, we've got another baby who is going to go... What's the speed? Yeah. 5, 10, pass through the wall of fire. Go ahead.
Roll the dex save.
Dex save fails.
It takes that damage.
37.
Oh, that's for the casting. That's right. I forgot we decided that. He burns into star stuff. Okay. Next is going to be the angel, which I have lovingly dubbed the Moon Warden, because I think that's a cool name. The Moon Warden is going
This
to...
is
I need
some
to zoom out.
fucking Final Fantasy 14 shit. Sorry, I just...
Really?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. All the Shadowbringers, you're facing, like, beings, abominations of light. And
shit.
Yeah, and if you get hit by them, you turn into abominations, and it's fucking scary. Shadowbringers is fucking awesome for Final Fantasy 14.
I've heard nothing but good things, but all from you too.
Yeah.
So it's gonna go 5.
But yeah,
10.
this is I can show you like a cutscene from it.
Oh,
but...
well, fuck me.
Definitely.
Fuck you.
Are you serious?
I can still hit you, asshole.
Shit, my roll 20's fucking up. There we go.
Really? Why?
I can still hit you.
Why are
40.
you going
Okay.
I can still hit you.
Because it's fucking flying off the tower because it's cool as hell.
But I can't do anything.
Okay.
Next, it's going to... yeah, let's do that. It's going to cast some spells.
Are you
one-
shitting me? Pop shotting?
One is going against V, the other is going against June.
Literally suck my dick.
V, 17 to hit.
Yeah,
You take 13 points of radiant damage.
I don't care.
As you are hit with a guiding bolt. June, it's 25 to hit, you take 17. As this thing from its spindly little fingies shoots out rays of light. Both of you are marked, which means that creatures are going to have advantage on you for the next turn.
How much do I take?
17.
Okay, I tried to do that math in my head and it was not happening.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, and next, it's the end of their turn, which means...
They're gonna...
1,
God fucking
I told you
damn
they were
it.
gonna respawn.
3, 4,
How are we gonna get it if it's all the way over
5.
there?
Maybe if we kill them all at once.
Next in the order is going to be V.
Huh?
Okay.
Oh, and they appear on the other side of the fucking fire.
I'm gonna...
Well, I mean, if you saw a wall of fire, you wouldn't materialize in that
Yeah,
enemy, would you?
manifest.
I don't care. I'm just gonna hit one of them.
It's a big hit, and it explodes. Which one?
I don't care. Pick one.
That one.
Doesn't matter.
Jesse's
He's
done.
so mad. He's hose mad.
Anything else?
I'm not gonna move.
Okay. Next in the order is going to be June.
You ain't making this easy. Okay. I have a theory, a game theory. If we kill them all at once.
It's literally impossible to do so.
No, it's not.
Tell me how it's
First of-
possible.
Bitch, you ain't let me do shit. Okay.
Well, we can't already kill them all at once because literally one just died.
No, I mean like in the same, before it's their turn.
In the same round. I see what
In
you
the same round. I'm going to stand here. I am going to, first of all, use one Dance of Death Whirlwind. You spin and attack
Fun.
all creatures in a 5-foot range.
Cool. Give it a shot.
Can I just use my longsword, or do you want me to use both weapons, like one each?
Use your longsword.
I mean, you have a long sword and a short sword now.
Those are both hits. For 11 and 7. Okay. They're still standing. The one that was hit with 11 is bloodied.
Shut up, Jesse. I'm trying to do something, but it's not working. I'm gonna use another whirlwind.
Cool.
I'm just saying the statistics of it, the probability of our
2 hits.
general damage rolls. But yeah, you could probably get the
Okay. Star stuff. And barely alive.
Then you move, and then you get in between the other two in the middle.
We're still not going to be able to do them all in this one round, just so you guys know. Because
Don't you go before them?
Yeah, but even with Scorching Ray, I can only send 3 bolts out. Even if I were to max out damage on all 3 bolts.
What's the radius of fireball?
Radius?
Fireball?
Fireball?
It's a cool 20 feet radius.
20 foot radius.
I'll eat
So
it.
if you want to hit V.
I don't care.
And yourself.
You could do it in a certain.
I mean, I wouldn't hit myself. I would just hit everyone else. I wouldn't put.
You
myself
could do
there.
it if you positioned it out here. It wouldn't hit us.
But we have to kill these things.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not aiming for that. I'm saying
we're not aiming for the truck.
If you position it out here to the right,
You can kill the 2 that are near you.
you can kill the 2, but you won't hit any of us.
I mean, I could
Because
just do
June is
Scorching
going to
Ray
do
on
another
those 2.
attack. Because June has one more attack round in the chamber. Let's just say.
All right, we'll see what that does, and we'll see where it goes.
I actually don't. I'm gonna have to use second wind. Action surge,
Action surge.
which I'm willing to do.
Well, no, you've got your offhand attack.
Yeah, but that's only one attack. I can't use another Dance of Death because I can only use a number of Dances of Death equal to my Constitution mod. My Con mod is 2.
Correct.
So I'm gonna go ahead and use my action surge, and I'm gonna use another whirlwind.
Okay, well, before you
Wait, I need my extra attack.
Use your extra attack, yeah. That's a hit.
On the right hand side.
On the right hand side?
Or whichever. I don't care. It doesn't matter.
Okay, whatever.
And then I'm gonna action fucking
Kill one.
Okay, and then I'm gonna action surge. Okay.
Well,
And
I'm gonna use whirlwind again.
Whirlwind, and then you should kill them both.
A miss and a crit.
You
I
have
think
have inspiration.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
You
Can
wanna
I
take it for
reroll
the
one of
first one?
those?
Yeah, reroll the first one. No, reroll the crit. It would be phony. That's a hit.
The crit is on the whichever. It doesn't fucking
Yeah, they
whatever.
both die.
They're both
Okay.
dead.
So that's another performance
Fuck
point
you.
down.
That was your first attack.
Yes. I have movement.
You have leftover movement, yes.
I have so much movement. Then okay. Gonna use another fucking whirlwind because that's what works best right now.
It's good for mobs.
June
Hold
is
on.
killing babies.
I am killing babies.
June is pro-choice.
Wow.
Go ahead and, yeah. Okay.
And then I have an extra attack.
Yup.
It's my offhand.
Cool.
Wow.
That one.
Did you
Which
attack?
one?
Did you attack both of them?
Yes.
Well, I did for one of
June
them.
whirlwind both of them.
And then I have my offhand attack.
Okay. That is June's turn. Next in the order is going to be Oro.
So both of them are still alive.
They're still
Yes.
alive,
Yes, but
ready.
they're about bloodied each.
They're
I'm
primed-
sorry if my theory isn't right.
They are primed for an attack.
Okay, so then I'll do Scorching Ray. We'll
Yeah,
start-
that'll kill them, I think.
We'll start off with trying to hit that one right there.
Cool.
Scorching Ray.
That's a hit.
Okay, that kills it. Second one, Scorching Ray.
That's a hit.
Okay, and what is my range on 120 feet? So now that there are no more things,
Mm-hmm.
So I won't have disadvantage trying to hit this guy. One more towards
You are absolutely correct.
him.
There's a hit for 12 points of damage. Very
Let me
nice.
just scroll down a little bit so people can see that there's this little fucker right here in the corner of the map.
Okay. And
There it
is there any way I can shimmy my way back here? Like by using
Like behind your wall.
behind my wall?
Roll athletics.
As I fall off the fucking... I use my inspiration.
Go ahead. Yes. You can leap up and hoist your way over to use your entire move action for that 5 feet.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
They're all gonna get summoned behind the wall anyway.
Next to the
I know, right? Fuck me.
Next to the order is the friends.
Friends is when you have a bud.
Friends is when you have a bud.
I'm gonna be so mad. I'm going to be so fucking angry.
Angie.
I'm waiting.
We're gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20,
Oh, it
20,
scared
30,
me.
35, 40, 45, 50, 55,
Get the fuck away from me.
60.
Oh fuck, he's going to you.
Just to make sure that it's got the range for this.
Fuck you.
Let me reread
No.
I
this.
could have made that wall longer.
Yeah, right. Okay, I'm just gonna draw a little
He's
doobly-doo
loud.
here.
He's coming. Oh, loud. He's coming.
As
you.
a shaft of moonlight
Oh, Moonlight.
emerges from the heavens.
Oh, worm.
We're casting Moonbeam here.
It's not too bad.
Oro, I would love a Constitution saving throw.
Hey, he is Constitution.
And you don't have disadvantage.
You do not have disadvantage. Yeah, you don't have disadvantage.
That's an 8.
Okay, you are going to take 11 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And
That's it.
If you're transformed, it reveals you.
Can I
That's
move,
true.
Can I move out of this thing?
Yeah,
You can.
Okay.
Andromeda said, "Ha, shaft."
nice.
Nice.
Okay, that is that.
One in the bowl.
One in the bank. And now what it has to do,
It has to.
that was 50. So it's 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80.
No!
Oh! Oh!
It
Oh.
lands.
Break
going
the
to kill
fucking
you.
statue.
I'm going to kill.
What? Fucking relax. It quote unquote lands. What that means is it's literally enveloping the statue. But what it's doing is not what I think you assume that it's doing. Because as it kind of clasps onto the statue, its wings begin to flap violently, sending rays of moonlight up and down, almost like feathers, as it begins to beseech upwards. You have, by killing all of the moon creatures in one round, forestalled their spawning. That is why he had to come and land.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's recharging.
Yes.
Fuck this.
See, I had an idea that worked for once.
It worked. It was good. Yes. Take a point of inspiration.
Thanks, Michael.
Next,
You're
to
like,
the-
We need it. There's only 3 of us, and we have no healer. All right, let's
B.
be real here. Yes.
Break the statue.
now you can reach it from the ground.
Break the statue.
No, the angel.
I mean, but it's using the
But
statue
it's-
though, right?
It's all
perching
around
on
it.
the
Okay.
statue.
It needs.
Push it into the fire.
The
Destroy it, Isildur.
okay. I'll just push it into the fire.
No, I will say, even taking a look at it, it is like ensorcelled itself around the statue. There's no push in this thing.
But I can attack it.
You can absolutely reach it, yes, to attack it.
Okay, here we go.
This is like in Skyrim when you shoot a dragon in the wing and you force it to land. That's kind of what's happened here.
With advantage,
Yep.
with my magic short sword, I'm charging at it, doing all the things that I need to do to make this shit happen.
Make
Here
this
we
a
go.
big, nasty, chunky hit. Fucking Christ. Yeah, that's 28 points of damage, which it takes all of.
Yeah, and I will make sure that I have, there is a thing that I can do. Orcish Fury, when I attack using a simple or martial weapon, I can roll the weapon's die again.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll that right now. Not great.
Take another 2 off the top.
Another 2 off the top. Action Surge. I'm hitting it again.
Okay. No charger, but still sneak attack.
It's still sneak attack damage.
Oh yeah.
Huck my life. Okay.
And because I just did a critical hit, I get my Savage attack, which means that I can roll one of my weapon's damage die an additional time. Add it once again. Please roll higher.
It should have doubled your sneak. So roll 3d6. Okay, so we've got 22, 27. That's a crit. And just like that, it's bloodied.
Fuck you.
So you.
Anything else?
No. I don't got anything else.
Right, next in the order is June.
Yeah. I'm going to use 2 flurries of the beam. After I get close to him. I'm gonna stand next to Beam. So 1 attack. 2
Missed.
attack.
Hit.
3 attack.
Hit.
4 attack.
Miss.
I fucking suck. I hate this.
Cool. So that's, what is that, 14 total?
Yeah.
He's going to take 7 points of damage.
What?
You ain't got no magic swords, friend.
I don't.
Okay, anything else?
One more attack.
Oh, one more attack. That's a hit. 4 points of damage. Very nice.
Yeah, I feel the same way. That's why the moment I lose this sword, I'm going to be very, very sad.
We're never getting any more magical items ever again.
Hush your mouth. All right, next in the order is going to be Oro.
All right.
Let me double check something here before you move.
Before I leave this cube that I said I could ask if I could leave or not.
Yeah, well, you can leave it. Yes.
It's just a matter of like what happens when you do.
When it starts its turn, there you're going to take more damage. Okay, so I need you to roll another con save, please.
Couldn't help but start their turn there because.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. You're going to take half. So you're going to take 9 points of damage.
Get out of there.
Cool.
Radiantly.
I'm gonna
Cool.
move over here,
Fantastic.
and
Are you sure you don't want to go right back over here? And just tuck
Just
under the
leap
stairs?
over.
no. We'll go there. Starting from this point, I can cast Fireball.
Okay. Yeah. I gotta roll a saving throw. What's your save?
Hold on, let me cancel that.
I got a 16.
You got a 16. My save is a 17.
Okay.
Full damage, bitch!
Full damage. And is there any? Okay, and there are 3 dies that I'm going to spend some sorcery points on to reroll
Okay.
those dies.
So that's gonna be 31.
Yeah, so reroll 3d6. Is it 3? Or yeah, just d6. All right.
Raise your glass.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
So 39 points of damage.
Hoping for
Very
something
nice.
here.
And that is my
Fucking
turn.
lord. Okay. Next in the order is going to be Monstor.
Fuck
Um,
you! Monster. Fuck you!
Fuck are you?
Kill the hole! Kill the hole!
Christ.
Kill the hole!
Is the statue flammable?
No.
Is the angel flammable?
No. As it finishes its beseechment and takes a shitload of punishment for it, it clasps its hands together again and prays and regains 23 hit points. And then is going to fly away. The two of you may take an attack of opportunity.
You cannot just fucking fly away.
Okay, -4. And that is a hit, so another 10. Well, you almost negated its healing. So that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and 35. Oh, that's the wrong
It's
spell.
only Count is here. Count could just fly after it.
There's no. I'm sorry, June. I can't really throw you that far. I don't think.
I mean, you probably could, but then it'd be a hell of a
face
landing.
step back.
No, it's okay. You're gonna have babies to fight in about 2 seconds.
So let me draw a line here real quick.
I'm sorry. What?
What?
What? I'm gonna draw a line in this game.
My name
Okay,
is
what are you willing to put up with today?
My name is...
what?
My name is who?
What?
What? Wes?
Can I hit all three of you? No.
Stop scheming.
Shut up.
Isn't that what the DM's supposed to do?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Boop. I need
There's another wall of fire.
I need V and June to roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
24.
That's a success for June.
11.
I'm so sorry. Okay.
Put me in, coach. Let's go. Tell me what the damage is.
June, you are gonna take
Big damn.
15 points of radiant damage.
Fuck me.
Otherwise, you're fine. And V, you're gonna take 30. And you are blinded by the light, as literally like a ray from God emits from this creature. Actually, so yeah, that's he would have to be over here. A ray of God emits from this creature. That was a spell called Sunbeam.
Oh, I want that spell.
Can Luke have that spell?
Probably. Okay, that is what it did. It's the end of the turn, which means
Get out of the beam.
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back.
I've been thinking about that because of the fucking.
I know.
Is there a save for the blinded? Is it, or does it last a
That
certain
was your save.
So I'm no, I mean to get
Oh,
out of
I see.
blinded.
Sorry. Blinded until its next turn.
Oh God.
So you're blinded for this turn. Doesn't mean you can't do anything. You're just gonna have disadvantage on attacks.
That's fine.
Okay. Next in the order is going to be V.
Does blinded just mean he has disadvantage?
Yeah, he's got disadvantage and creatures have advantage on him. If you're moving over there, you're gonna take some opportunity attacks.
Yeah.
What? Fucking okay. Whatever.
Move down one instead.
It'll still provoke opportunity.
That's true. No, it
No,
won't.
Oh, no,
because you're
wow.
still adjacent, but at least you're out of the beam.
Yep.
And I can't do my rakish audacity, so I don't got advantage. So this is just going to be with disadvantage. I'm going to hit one of the buddies.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really care who, to be completely honest with you. I hope they all
Is
die.
is it disadvantage? I thought it was disadvantage if we attack anything but the babies.
No,
True, but he's blinded.
I'm
so
also
yeah,
blinded,
sure,
so
you're
I
right.
get disadvantage anyway. So I don't really care which one because I want them all to die, but you know, whatever.
Oh, that's a hit for 10 points of damage.
Yeah.
10 damn.
10. Damn. Yeah,
This
sorry. I
is
just
on my
wanted to double check.
sketchbook.
What a baby.
He's on my sketchbook and he's curled around the microphone.
No,
What a dinkus. Okay, is that it for V?
Yeah, V's not gonna move until this blindedness is over.
Okay, next is Yoon.
Moving right there. Gonna do I feel like it's so awkward to fight with a long sword and a short sword.
I mean, that's
fantasy.
what samurai do. They have a long sword and a short sword.
Yeah, she's not used to this.
Well, get over it.
June's gonna
You don't want the sword?
holster. She's gonna holster it briefly.
You don't want it? Give it back.
She's gonna holster it briefly and go two-handed with the long sword.
Okay.
One attack.
Yeah.
13 damage on this
Okay.
one.
So wait, are we still trying to kill them all in one round? Because I don't think that's gonna happen.
I mean, it's good to get as many out of the way as possible.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Could technically that count as like my extra attack? Because my extra attack doesn't have to be two-handed dual.
You don't have an extra attack if you're not dual wielding.
True. And then she's gonna do one more longsword two-handed because she just wants them dead.
It's on the other guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that one dies. That was a whirlwind.
No,
Oh, no? Okay.
that's just it. Because I
Okay.
don't have any performance points left.
Wah.
Because the points go like
Bummer,
that.
dude. Next in the order is going to be... Oro.
Alright. I guess I'm gonna do Scorching Ray again.
Fantastic.
One
Yes.
on gotta get my little arrow thing. First one on this guy here.
Oh.
It's a 13 hit.
Yes, it does, for 12 points of damage.
Okay, is it still
Still
alive?
standing.
Fuck me. Alright, so much for my third attack going to Mr. Man. I will attack it again.
Okay. There it go.
And the last one.
Is a hit for 11, but it's still standing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bother re-rolling that.
Okay. Righty. Oh, sorry. The moonbeam is gone. Okay. Next in the order is going to be monsters. We're going to start with the babes. This babe is going to bite the snake.
The one-eyed
and
snake?
Hell yeah. This one's going to bite. We're going to have one on V and one on June. The one on V is going to have advantage.
Yeah.
21 to hit, so you're going
Yeah.
to take 6 points of piercing. And I need a wisdom save, please.
At disadvantage?
Yes.
Two.
Okay. Attack rolls against you have advantage until the start of its next turn. So never mind, not much is changed. And we're gonna do a bite on June. 12 to hit, so no. Next up is the Moon Warden. The Moon Warden is going to consider its fucking options, and it's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And as its action, it's going to redirect its beam. Beep, 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 beep. It's a hell of a spell.
That's gonna kill
It's a
me.
concentration spell, though. So if you can knock it out of concentration, it goes away.
June, how do you feel if I give you my ring of feather falling and then I throw you at it?
I'm okay with that.
You will fall and be out of combat though.
I can Misty Step.
I need a con save from Oro and V, please.
Is this a saving throw against a magical spell?
Yes, it is.
I have advantage towards that.
Okay.
But don't we have disadvantage because of the creatures?
True. So you
So
have
you have normal.
normal.
I
but
have
V has disadvantage.
So Constitution or Wisdom?
Yep. Constitution.
I got 13.
Okay.
Back.
2 fails. You're both going to take 17 radiant. And you are both blinded.
Blinded by the light.
Oh, that's too good, Chief.
Hey, look at that. I have 14 hit points left.
It's going to finish its movement.
Yeah, are you going to come for me?
30, 35, 40, 40. Oops. 50, 55, 60.
That fucked me. Being
75,
blinded.
80, 85, 90. All right, he's hanging out. He's just going to keep a flitter and a boot. Yes, it is spawning time.
Oh, so they spawn even. Oh, fuck me. Okay. I'm not thrilled with this.
Okay. Next in the order will be V.
There's literally nothing we can do.
It doesn't seem like it, but you guys are very close.
I can't get to it!
And I can't fucking hit it because I'm blind now. I have like one idea that I'm going to use, and I just hope that my snake instincts help.
Snink stinks.
Snink, snink.
Talking is a free action, right?
Yep.
June, where is it?
Where's what?
Where is it?
Oh, sorry, I forgot he was blind.
He's still blind. He's blinded for a whole nother.
Get the fuck out of there.
He's blinded for a whole nother round.
She's just gonna explain in relation to whatever direction V is facing.
I have barely any health left. I might as well go for it.
All I want to know is what general direction this thing is, and I'm just going to throw a fireball. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, okay, so V, I will say, obviously you can tell where the fucking statue is. Actually, what I'll need from you, V, is a perception check.
I got disadvantage. Well, I can... If it requires sight, I cannot do it.
It will not require... This is a very special... It's going to be difficult, but it's not going to require sight.
Okay.
This is not a saving throw, it's just a check, so you don't have disadvantage.
24.
Okay, I was looking for a DC 20. Using your sort of knowledge of the area itself, I will say that you can at least navigate around the circle as needed. If we're going to get fancy, we're going to have to do some other shit.
I don't give a shit. Let's go.
Let's fucking do it.
Let's fucking run. I want it. I want it right now. I want to hug it. Not really.
Give it
God.
a kiss. Mwah.
Jesse, we have 45 minutes left before the game's over. You
Yeah, what are you doing, dude?
You can't kill yourself yet.
Do it, dude.
Just like me and Julian have a duo campaign.
Yeah, it's fine. Whatever. I don't give a shit.
What's your movement speed?
I'm dashing. Because I get...
Oh, you could do it as a bonus.
I can do it as a bonus action, so I can reach it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a speedy motherfucker when I need to be. Just gonna haul ass and leap into its face.
I wish you were throwing June.
Okay.
I don't care. I have no health because either I take all the hits that these things are gonna hit me. Statistically speaking, they will take me to 0, which then I'll have 1 hit point left. They're still gonna do that anyway, even if I don't move. So
Right.
I might as well try and get... Like, here's my logic. Like, I stay here, and I get hit possibly 2 or 3 times, which is more than enough to get me to 0, and then to 1 hit point because of my orcish endurance. Or I run, take the hits, and then hit that thing.
Yeah.
If you can reach it, can you jump that far?
It's only
you can.
it's only 10 feet away. It's not even 10 feet away from the actual edge.
Yeah.
So theoretically, with my acrobatics, I could. I'm just blind, so like whatever. Anyway, here we go. I'll take the attacks of opportunity.
Okay, they are going to attack you.
Because even if they do hit me to 0, I will come back
You're
at 1.
still up.
Yeah, I'm still up.
It depends
Okay,
on what
so we're
order
gonna
they
have-
hit you, or what time you get 0.
We're going to have 2 hits out of all of those. You're going to take a total of 10.
I'm still standing.
You run. Please roll me acrobatics.
Here we go. I'm floating. Watch me. I'm probably gonna use one of my +1s that I have kind of in the bank right now,
Cool.
just in case. 21.
Okay. You leap. Roll your attack.
I roll with disadvantage because these fuckers are still here.
No, because you are out of 20-foot range.
Oh.
Here we go, advantage, motherfucker!
What? I guess they are.
And I'm going to just hit it as hard as I fucking can.
Jesus Christ. That is, what is that, 28 points of damage?
Yeah.
28, okay. Yeah, V, you take a running, literally a blind, it's a leap of faith, off of this side of the stairs.
One day I'm going to not successfully do this, and it's going to be very upsetting for everybody.
Dude, the dragon knew you were going to be jumping off of fucking towers left and right. That's why he gave you the goddamn ring in the first place. You leap as far as you can. It's kind of like that shot in 300 where he's got that overhand sword swing going.
Yes.
Except yours is going for a full stab as you, like, connect center mass with this thing, and you hear just, like, this shrieking. June and Oro, you can see this thing's, like...
Oro can't.
Oh, well, June, you can see this thing's tentacly mouth just kind of like open. It's not even a mouth. It's just its face opens and it shrieks at V. As you stick your blade into it and ride it to the ground, as you land and pin it into the dirt, your sight begins to kind of blink back to you as you see this absolute fucking abomination looking like it's seizing. Like in fast forward, it's going absolutely nuts. It's coming apart with its tendrils, like kind of at the seams, until eventually it stops moving, and eventually it begins to fade into moonlight. As it had 26 hit points left, and you just hit it for 28.
Wow.
As soon as that happens, Oro, you are fighting off this baby that's attempting to bite you as it fades into the moon. And Oro dies. As it fades into the moonlight as well, all the babies disappear. The wall of fire goes away. You guys have finished the combat so far. Very nicely done. As the Moon Warden disappears into star stuff, Oro and June, V just jumped off the edge.
June is gonna run over to the edge and see if she can see.
I'm sure he's fine. Remember, he can fall incredibly slow.
Yes, but you didn't see the kind of condition he was in. What he to do? We can't lose another one.
V,
What do I see?
from 100 feet down,
Hello.
you see them looking up or looking down at you.
V will stand up once again. Fucking fucked up. I had 4 hit points left, so I'm probably looking pretty banged up again, and look up towards the rest, and I'll just give a wave.
Make your way back inside and we'll handle that.
Yeah.
Or we'll just kind of go back down the stairs.
Is the star gone?
As you sort of destroy the creature, you see the star still there,
Oh, fuck, okay.
but it grows dim. Dimmer than it was. It almost seems like it pulls away just a tiny bit, but it's still very present. Though what everybody can hear is, from the first floor of the tower,
My wife?
blood-curdling screams.
Oh, great. We killed him by accident. Okay, here we go.
June's gonna run down the stairs.
Yeah, let's jog our way down there.
You make your way down. You see the king staring out the window, shaking the bars, screaming in utter, like, terror. Not terror, but, like,
Agony.
Agony!
Not like he is hurt, but that, I mean, this is how V felt after what happened to Ollie. What the king hasn't even noticed is the fact that his wall of light has dissipated completely.
King, the moon's still there.
What did you do to her? Where is
the
she
moon
going?
is still there.
You weren't looking at the right moon.
Look closer.
What? How can this be? What is the...
A trickery, sire, from the naughty star.
No, it spoke to me.
What it spoke lies to you. It is not.
It was.
I mean, look around you. Your quote-unquote protective barrier is gone. That was hurting you.
Kept us safe, and she
No.
gave me her essence to
She's
safeguard.
She's
I-
bringing harm to you.
To be fair, is that necklace still on them?
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm gonna rip it right off. I am so done.
Jesus fucking Christ! I was gonna try.
Roll me a sleight of hand.
Oh, I don't want to do that. Fine, or do what you want to do, Julian.
Okay.
I can rip it off.
No, Julian wanted to do something. So.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just gonna try to roll a persuasion just to try to convince him to take it off.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Okay,
Convince
roll me
him.
persuasion.
Jesus. It's 17. Oof, that's not great. 17.
It's he doesn't, you know, he's not even thinking about the file around his neck at the moment, but he with the persuasion, with what you have said, it causes him to calm very slightly as he kind of sits back in his chair. Interestingly enough, as he kind of sits down, he's not appearing quite as translucent as he was before. He's still definitely halfway there, but he says, "What does this mean? A false moon speaking lies?"
There are things from the far plane that are quite nasty. And in fact, we're dealing with not one, but two stars. And apparently related. I didn't know. And they are trying to destroy all planes as we know it. Clearly, they were trying to keep you placated because that, and I'll point gently towards the file around his neck, that will make the star very, very uncomfortable.
She told me when she gifted this to me that it was on condition that I remain for her.
She
Broke her conditions.
the reason why she wanted you here was to weaken the Fey realm, to weaken your court.
She's taking advantage of you.
If
You've
your
been fooled, my king.
if your court remains divided, the realm remains divided, and the realm is ripe for the picking.
Your kingdom needs its king.
And I dare say, probably without a queen.
There was more. She spoke of her designs, that she would unite us all in the end.
Because we'd all be dead.
That's the only way. But that's possible.
Something else she told me is that if this, and he holds the file in his hand now, if this were ever to fall into the wrong hands, it would undo her. Not her, but it is her. It is her essence, her tether, she said. She said, the longer you hold this, the closer I can be to you.
If we're being honest,
I'm afraid I've been feeling not all there lately.
That's why. It's her.
You were beguiled by not her, sire, but an it.
don't understand.
You don't have to. We don't understand it all either, but we do know that there's one way to stop it.
How?
To unite the realms in a different way. United to save our existence.
I was going to say to get rid of both of their tethers, but...
All under one cause. The realms were not meant to be united physically, but under one cause, one purpose.
Metaphysically.
Yes. Now won't you join us and be a part of that? Of true unification. A kind that won't have us all dead in the end. The kind that will save realities we know it can.
Can I heal him?
Possibly. How do you figure?
I have that ring with my spell slots. I have 2 cure wounds and 1 revivify.
Oh, the king is not that injured.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if that thing was like just burning a hole in his chest.
Oh no. It's more allergies
Okay.
that have been festering for 20 years. But he just kind of thinks and he says, "I'm sorry. In all of this, I don't think I caught your names."
You can call me Oro.
I'm June.
Captain V.
Captain, what are you, mercenary band or?
Pirates?
But the nice sword.
The good kind, yeah.
I see. Well, yes, that sounds about as correct as anything I've heard in the last several years. If I were to give this to you, you say you can unite the realms.
That's what we're trying to do.
In
Well,
their perseverance, of course.
Well, then, I suppose you ought to have it.
We'll
Now,
truly
if-
be so generous. And she'll kind of give him a small, hopeful smile.
He holds it firm around his neck, almost like he's reluctant to remove it, but he will pop the chain and hold it out to whomever.
Fuck it, I'll hold it. And burst
Yeah,
into
as
flames.
as he like holds it by the chain, he's reluctant to drop it, but he just closes his eyes and lets go as you catch it. He says, "Now I should very much like to get back to the court. If you would accompany me."
Yes.
Gladly.
And then we can also tell you about all the things that your wife has been doing.
Yes, I should like to hear that, but I would be quite interested to see how the old rugs are doing. I always loved those things. She was trying to get rid of them for the longest time.
Oh my god, he is just like this.
Yeah.
He's still coming down.
Yeah.
But he will move forward and open the doors of the tower. As the doors open, you see again the sprawling labyrinth laid out ahead of you. V, your signet ring does nothing.
Fuck.
However, the king says, "I always hated this place. Too drab, not enough personality. An absolute bloody bore to walk through." And he just kind of waves his hand for a moment, and the bushes begin to reorient themselves
Fucking labyrinth.
This is
to
Labyrinth. He's
form
David
a path.
Bowie.
Does he do that in Labyrinth?
The
labyrinth
can
moves.
the labyrinth can
Oh.
change, yeah.
I see. As the path forms, you see it's kind of rolling outwards ahead of you. An unnatural fog rolls in. And at the edge of the maze, you see the Green Knight, with hundreds upon hundreds of wild huntsmen at his back.
We killed you.
He doesn't have his helmet anymore,
Good. Just cut his head off.
but you can see this kind of milky white tint in his eyes, with a little bit of red in the middle, and he says, "I've come to seek audience."
With the queen?
He ignores you, and he looks right at the king.
Okay.
"Your Majesty, your master and mine seeks to reclaim their boon. Render unto me the file. I know that they are grateful for your service."
June nudges Oro, like trying to get it.
Why? Oriole's just gonna just tuck it into his.
Because I'm fast.
I'm here to bring you to them. They wish to reward you personally. The king just kind of looks up at this. Do any of you have any thoughts?
I don't understand.
Can we take a 5-minute bio break?
Yes, please.
Okay, great. Because I really have to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Be right back.
That'll give us time to talk that out.
discuss all this as well.
So
Yes.
So the file is the real file. Just to reiterate, that file
Yes.
Yeah.
is the file that we need in order to fight the fog in the mortal realm. Queen Mab had a fake one. This is the real one.
Light cancels out dark.
Yes.
It's like multiplication and division, or the square root and not cubing, square root and
Squared.
squaring. The leader, the Green Knight, who is the leader of the hunt, is still a thrall of the Light Star.
Yes.
And it is asking to take the vial back, demanding to take the vial back to theoretically give it back to its...
You could say the Leshy.
the Leshy.
Yes.
If we give it back, this is all for naught. But I don't think
we're
that...
not.
But I don't think we can fight it again. There's no way we can. There's the Green Knight and the hundreds of people behind him.
Can the file be used to command them? I guess
That's what I was-
That's my question.
I was also wondering if if we could use the file to kind of clear away the fogginess, the muck.
The other thing that we know is that the thing that's corrupting the Green Knight is the armor. We never were able to rip the armor off of the Green Knight because we killed him before it happened.
Yeah, like I want to know if there's a way to manifest your conscious will over this file of actual dark light energy to command what's going on. I mean, granted, I know this motherfucker is looking at us right now, which also makes this kind of hard to do anything.
Well, I mean, that's the issue though, is that the stars themselves, Akamar, the stars, can't do anything on this plane. That's what its aspects are for. Doxiana, Eridani. You guys haven't come face to face with the Leshy yet. It's probably not here, or you'd fucking see it. That's why the huntsman is here.
Yeah.
So they
So I got an
are
avatar.
its will, on this plane.
And that file is the tether.
It is. I would say, for Oro's sake, I won't even make you roll an Arcana, because this is a thing. Think of it in very vague terms as a phylactery. It is its essence, its power on this plane. Doesn't mean it can be destroyed necessarily, by any conventional means. Like, if you open the file, you can spill it out and it'll go somewhere else.
Yeah, so there is no way that you can banish this thing or condemn it somewhere, throw it in a pit. It's just still going to exist somehow.
We need...
Kind of think of it as like Vitae.
Cool, I want to eat it.
No, I already asked that question. I already asked.
I'm sorry, I was in the bathroom. I didn't hear you.
I was going to say we can't consume it because it will do to us what it was doing to the king.
Just
probably
faster.
Yeah.
And you might theoretically become a thrall of the Light Star.
Yes.
Well, you could just kill me, and then I'd come back because I have the other pendant.
The what pendant?
I have the periapt.
That's not going to kill you. It's just going to stabilize you when you go under 0.
Or I could just give someone my ring of spells, and I have to revivify on one of those spell slots on the ring.
Who?
So we're going to do, but it doesn't matter because if you consume it, then we don't have the file to fight against the darkness on the mortal plane. If you consume it, it's gone.
Or he becomes a glow stick.
I'm just saying, that is the option.
I've thrown a couple ideas out there. I don't know what else we should.
I don't know either. I'm just saying that is also what's going to happen. If we want to say let's destroy it,
I don't think we can, because then just the stuff will just go somewhere else.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I was like, okay, well, if it goes into a person, then you kill a person, then you're basically killing the energy because it's inside a person. So therefore, it would destroy the tether for the Leshy, but I don't know if we're supposed to be using this phylactery to destroy anything in Shadowfell.
This phylactery is meant to fight back against the fog where the Kraken is at.
Yes.
This is not a Shadowfell thing.
Oh, well then, alright, never mind then.
Well, the light, like I said, the light cancels out the darkness,
Well, we wouldn't be able to
which
get...
presumably means there's probably a tether on the other side too.
The thing is that if we say, okay, we're between a rock and a hard place, and one of the options is let's destroy the file, then we just have to understand that when we go back to the mortal realm, we don't have anything to help us fight back against the fog. Not that it's probably not going to be impossible, it's just going to make it harder. I don't know what the Green Knight's going to do if we destroy it, because he and his army are right in front of us.
They're probably going to kill us if we destroy it. And if we say no.
I was just, just fishing out for ideas if you guys had any sort of clever plan you wanted to fuck around with. I will say that shit's going to happen either way. If shit happens my way, it won't be ideal. So if you have a cleverer way...
I mean, there's no real clever...
I mean, I've thrown out like 3 ideas, and if you guys don't want to go with any of them...
drink it. You have it. Drink it.
I'm kind of morbidly curious.
I mean, that was my first thought, too. What if we consume it? What happens? Go ahead and drink it.
Well, you're the main character. Do you want to drink it, then?
I don't want to drink it.
I'll do it!
I thought you said you wanted to drink it.
I was... You have it, so...
I'm gonna... This is a meta thing, so I'm gonna let you know. If a player character drinks the vial, the player character is gone.
Never mind, then.
Okay, never mind. I like June.
And if we destroy it, like, sort of, like, smash it on...
We brought this bitch to the queen. The queen is powerful, clearly. It's a thought.
Yeah, as you kind of say this to the knight, the king holds kind of the file in his hand and kind of looks back and forth between you and the knight and just says, it's funny, I have such a hard time relinquishing this. It's like giving up a part of yourself. I wonder if you know what that's like. Perhaps there's a part of yourself you'd like to put back. But listen to me, blathering on. This is open and shut. As he approaches the knight further.
I don't know. I just don't really
Should
know
we-
what to do.
I'm about to say the queen has one that's bigger.
Go for it.
Well, my dear knight, have you not heard the news? The queen has a file much bigger and more potent than that one. That is a mere toenail in comparison to the massive jar of light that the queen has.
Why say you this?
Because I figure if you were coming to get it, you would want the biggest and best thing. Why waste your time and come back a second time when you could just get it all done in one go? Aren't you all on a timetable? Have places to be?
The master has given a boon to the king, not the queen.
Yeah, well, the queen stole it.
She took it from him and kept him in that tower.
That's actually a fake one.
Can't you tell?
The knight will snatch the file and examine it, and upon even touching it, he knows that what you're saying is true, and he throws it to the ground and stomps on it, and you see like a crumbled rock under his boot where it once was.
The queen's been lying to him this whole time.
The queen brought us here to kill him.
kept him in a tower, made him go insane, let him.
Why are you willing? After I've killed your own.
Because I recognize power when I see it.
We finally see the light.
You see that kind of like milky whiteness in his eyes kind of flutter a bit as he's confused and considering this, and he says, if that file was fake, then why do I sense it here?
Because she's using it for her own magics.
Yes, of course, she must be. I'm yes, harvesting it in some way. I tell you what, we'll pop up on the horse and make our way back up to the palace, shall we? I do so.
King, you really
Fancy.
must take a seat. You're getting a bit distressed.
Distressed. I suppose you could say that. Thank you for attending to me, the three of you.
Yes, well, we must get to the castle soon. The king needs to rest and recover, and you have your audience with the queen.
Yes, you must get back. As he is... The Green Knight has been distracted long enough for the king to lay hands on him and attempt to cast a spell. As he does this, a blade enters his gut. However, the spell fires. Oro, you would recognize Remove Curse when you see it.
Mm-hmm.
As the armor falls from the man's chest, clatters to the ground, and the king falls backwards.
Can we
the ground.
revivify him?
We will revivify him.
If I'm allowed.
Just as the knight's armor kind of falls off of him, and you can literally see like these spikes ripping from the flesh.
Anchored.
He reaches for his axe, almost as if he's going to grab it to brandish it, and he just stops. As the rest of the hunt is about to move forward, and he puts a hand up, and he kind of falls back a bit. And he says, "The file. Quickly. Where is it?"
Welcome back, Lord Oro.
I mean, I'm the one that has to. Is the king dead by this point?
He's dying.
Okay, well,
If you
I'm gonna go over there and
What are you going to use the vial for?
Just trust me.
He's the Lord of the Hunt. He's the one that does all this. Just
quick insight to see if he's lying.
Go
can
ahead.
yeah.
As I'm
Please
going
feel
over
free.
there.
I got a nat 20.
Cool.
Natural
Not that
20.
it matters.
His eyes have, the cloud has lifted.
He's
He
fine.
seems incredibly urgent
Okay, I will
And lucid.
take it off,
and lucid.
toss it his way, get down to my knees, slap a cure wounds on the king.
Hell yeah, you do that. And as you're kind of attending to the king, the Lord will grab his axe from his back and in one solid motion could chunk into the breastplate of the armor, splitting it down the middle. It's grassy. It's mostly vines, so it kind of splits easily enough for him as he kind of reaches around in the guts of this thing. and yanks out what almost looks like a glowworm, like a silkworm or something, but it's glowing bright white.
White
He
hot.
pops the top of the he pops the stopper of the file and basically forces it in there, to which whenever it gets inside it liquefies and recovers with the rest.
Ew.
And then he puts the stopper back on and he hands it back to V. He says, is he going to be all right?
I don't know, sire. Are you going to be all right?
Oh, actually, I think so. Maybe in a minute.
I did use the second cure wounds on him.
Of course, yeah. You are able to rip the blade out. You're able to cure him. He's still incredibly weak, just generally, but you've managed to put a stop to the actual act of dying. But the Lord of the Hunt basically kind of waves his hand back again, and the rest of the hunt dissipates into mist. And he says, How did you know it was me? Who are all of you?
I'm Captain V of the Blackened Wing.
June Larkspur, and she'll gesture to Oro on the ground, tending to the king.
You can call me
and this-
Oro.
Yes. We're trying to unite the realms against the threat that took you over, and a few others.
Severely damaged the king.
The light in the dark, yes. I
would
don't know
like-
much about it, but I know what it sounds like, and I know how it lives now. That great antlered beast. I'm truly sorry for what's transpired between us before.
We understand that it wasn't you.
You weren't in the right headspace.
But we
Before-
must ask,
Mhm.
would you work with us? Help us. The realms are collapsing, and we want to unite all against this one cause. The hunt is running wild. And that's just one of the problems. Please, Lord.
Yes, I can do what I can, but you are right, they are running wild. Must rein them back in. He kind of looks at you, V, and he says, I know what it must be like to lose one. I am, again, sorry, but I can offer you this. And he reaches to his belt, and he unlatches his war horn. And V, he hands it to you and says, I will remain to get the hunt together, to make sure that this realm is protected from incursions. But should you ever need us, blow that. It's powerful, but it'll only work but once. Keep it safe.
Thank you.
I wish you all the luck in the world.
Yeah, well, we still have to face the Queen.
A word of advice. I used to court here as well. She talks a big game, but she's a bit of a pushover. Especially once her husband's back.
Is he like, I good on the ground?
He's like fucking like he's seeing stars still, but
He's
as long
absolutely
as they're not moons.
zonked.
Christ, the huntsman will after all is said and done, Homer Simpson his way back into a bush and vanish. He will tree stride away. You make your way back to the court.
2 weeks later.
No, we skipped that.
Actually.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, remember he opened up a little pathway for you. Now it's 30 minutes later. No, not really. It's like 2 hours. You make it back to the court. Open up the grand ballroom, and you still see the place in absolute fucking disarray. Though most people have gone back to drinking and partying.
I want to set this whole place on fire.
Just do it. Just do it, please.
Wildfire!
We just see
you.
we just see you all entering the throne room at this point. The
Looking
queen,
rough again.
yeah, looking rough again.
They look like absolute shit.
I think you all, the three of you come in, and the queen just says, "You made it back. Well, I must admit I'm surprised. Was it done?"
Oh, believe you me, madam, we are just as much as surprised as you are going to be.
We accomplished a good bit.
You look around, you don't see the king.
Motherfucker!
How did we lose him?
He's with you, but he is semi-translucent still.
Oh.
Oro will, like, get, like, a part of his foot, see, and then kind of, like, lift up what's left of his coat so that it can see him.
She is aghast. You actually see her, like, gasp for once. And she says, "Well, you have accomplished quite a bit, haven't you?"
Yes. I do dare say, madam, you've quite a bit of explaining to do to your husband.
We did bring him a lot of comfort, though.
Perhaps the greatest comfort, which is coming back to himself. I believe our dear king has returned to us.
Hello, darling. It is very good to see you again. And the queen, that was the king. I keep forgetting what their voices sound like.
One sounds like a
I don't
bitch, and the other one sounds cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah. She says, "My darling, yes, are you quite well? Did you
Bitchier.
come back from yourself?"
He won't have to go ever again either.
How wonderful. Yes, come, darling.
Considering that we did what you asked, which is to bring comfort to the king by returning him back to the court, which is the greatest comfort, to return home.
That he said would bring him the most comfort.
I believe that we are supposed to get something back
Yes,
For doing
the
you-
utmost comfort.
for doing this for you.
Yes.
I mean, being corporeal must be quite comfortable now.
Oh yes, of course. As you say this to her, she just kind of like clenches her jaw a little bit because you definitely did uphold your end of the bargain.
Yeah,
Because
that's why I'm
how
saying
fairy deals
yeah.
work.
That's how I'm saying. I'm saying it very specifically because V is
That's how
100%
fairy deals work.
done.
You totally you fucking monkey's pawed her, and she didn't expect you to do it. But she says, "Yes, of course.
Money, please.
Money, plebes.
Magic
as
item, please.
item.
Give me item.
please.
Give me.
Give us.
She
the
yeah,
hands
you-
of our
you-
friend.
she has like she snaps for her followers to go and collect things. As the king kind of meets to all with all of you and says, Yes, I'm sure at some point she'll be grateful that I'm home. But yes, for all of you, my truest advisors, consorts, it doesn't matter.
Friends.
That's the word. There we are. Yes, perfect. Friends, I must say I have a great deal that I owe to you. If you permit me, I noticed an empty scabbard on you, Miss Larkspur.
Get that magic fucking
Oh.
weapon.
Can I get a magic
Yeah,
weapon?
It broke when I was trying to not die after being thrown into a pit.
Oh, yeah, she does like to do that, I'm afraid. Sorry.
I'm afraid I'm not equipped for pits and pitfalling.
It's a good game though.
No, it's not.
The spring court doesn't exactly train you for falling scenarios.
Yes, I'd imagine it's not very hilly out there, but
It's more fieldy.
There's a lot of trees. She's just like, wow, I
I...
love
God damn it.
it. She's like,
Ah.
I will say though, I must miss the beauty of the blades forged for me there. Well, the one. And she's kind of like messing with the empty scabbard.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is a great thing, a well-crafted sword, and I will tell you the truth, I've spent some time in the summer courts as well. In fact, that's where I got this. And he will unbuckle his sword from his belt.
Oh, you're getting the sword from the King of the Winter Courts.
I'm getting an item, Richard. Shut up.
And
This
he will
is my
hand
first one.
He will hand it to you. It is a long sword to replace the one that you lost. He says, be careful around some of those leafy greens. It packs a bit of a bite. And as you are able to wield it, I'm not going to beat around the bush anymore. This is a sword known as Flame Tongue.
Oh, you got a flame tongue? Cool.
Yeah, it's a flame tongue. Yeah, it's not. It deals extra fire damage. It's a magic sword. You're welcome.
Thank you, Michael.
Yeah, hooray. For Oro, he is going to unclip a rod, a staff, a stave from his belt, and hand it to you. He says, this is something that I think I was given once as tribute. I haven't really had much use for it, but I think you'll find it quite suitable. This is an item known as a Staff of Power. It is a magic quarterstaff. Grants a +2 bonus to attack and damage. That's a +2 quarterstaff. While holding it, you gain a +2 to your armor class, saving throws, and spell attacks. It is.
I'll have to look this up.
Yes, you will.
You'll have to be, the way that it works is that you do that in the gear settings of your character sheet. You can include a +2 to some of those things.
Yeah, like a global thing.
Yeah, like a global modifier.
It has 20 charges, kind of like sorcery points, that you could do a bunch of fucking nonsense with, that I will get into much later with you.
Okay.
We will talk. You can literally Google Staff of Power,
I
5e,
think I looked at it originally when we were discussing.
You were picking items.
When I was picking items, but I think this was a little bit too high.
Yes.
To pick, so
Mm-hmm.
I think
looks like you can drag it to your character's character sheet. It does exist.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
I think Oro will kind of spin it around and he'll say, I always wanted one of these, but it was just whenever I would find one, I would end up losing it.
Yes, well, this is the place where all lost things go. Perhaps this was yours in another life.
He picks it up and kind of he bites the end of it to see if one of his fangs fits into a notch in the wood.
It does.
It is mine. No.
It is mine. Yeah.
Different.
Did you hear that?
What?
Oh, I thought you were laughing at him meowing.
No.
No, I wish.
I was.
I'm sorry. I have my fucking notes are all shitty right now. There we go.
V, get a
yes.
pat on the head.
V,
V
great
gets
job.
good boy points.
Yeah, he says, I don't know why, but I feel that these suit you. And V, he will hand you a small chest. We'll say that you're fucking like, while the body is being prepared, he takes you to like a place where it makes sense that all these items are. He doesn't just have them.
It'd be funny if he did though.
It would be, yeah. He pulls it out of his many pockets, a small chest. And inside of it is a pair of gauntlets. Very finely crafted. Very thin for how sturdy they seem to be. And he will explain. These are an item known as Gauntlets of the Storm.
Ooh.
While you wear the gauntlets, you can expend its use. It's a once a day usage to hurl a lightning bolt.
Turning into Thor.
Oh yes, sir.
The dexterity save for that is DC 17, but it's you get to cast lightning bolt once a day for free.
Cool. Put that down.
That is not an item you can look up in the compendium.
I'm putting lightning bolt
Julian.
into my spells.
There you go. Fucking perfect. Once
Julian,
per day.
what'd you get?
I got a staff of power.
Oh yeah.
I can do different spells now too.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's a really interesting item.
Mm-hmm.
But it's very good for defense, of course.
Yeah.
Eventually, the queen returns, and with it, servants kind of bearing the body of Ollie de Fleurs on a stretcher. Lay them at your feet, and she says, "Yes, you have upheld your end of the deal, and I shall uphold mine. I will be sending delegation to the Summer Court regarding potential alliance until the shadow incursion is quelled.
Thank you.
I suppose you would very much like to be getting back."
Yeah. As much as I would like to get to know your customs here, I believe we must be getting back.
Yes, you must be. And she snaps her fingers. And with that, you all awaken in a warm meadow, beset on all sides by flowers. And that is where we're going to end it for this
Wow.
week.
It was that simple, huh?
Yeah,
Took a
it was
nap.
all a dream. That's not true. It was not all a dream. She teleported
Look,
you.
Ollie's right there. He's fine.
Still
He's
late.
just dead in the field.
Yes, Ollie is laying dead in a field
Ollie,
next to you all.
I hate this.
just
It's
bury,
not
just
funny.
bury
It's
him
not
there.
funny. It's not.
That's it.
Honestly, he
That's
would
the end.
fucking love it. He would live for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it would bring him back to life, honestly.
That's the end of our grand Feywild adventure. I hope it wasn't too horribly stressful as I suspected it was.
I love it. That was
Um,
my stuff.
I mean, I
But
got
yeah.
I got a hitty stick of power, so I'm fine now.
I
I'm
got
gonna-
big flame.
I'm gonna hand it back over to Jesse to take us out properly.
Hey guys, it's over.
Jibbo.
We did it.
Jesse.
We did it. That means that we're probably just going to be going back to our Shadowfell crew, probably, right? Hey, that's awesome. That's exciting. This was on Gilded Tides, and
Doom and gloom.
we're going to be doing what we normally do, which is saying goodbye in an order that I determine, where you get to say who you are and where we can find you and what you like about the session. So we're going to start with our GM.
I just almost turned off my computer. Hello, my name is Michael, because the mute button's right next to the power button.
Power word kill.
Yeah, power word kill. My name is Michael. Thank you for joining us on Gilded Tides. I know this section of the book has been odd, but I know that we're going to we're going to go back to our Shadowfell crew next week, finish up all of that nonsense, and then of course we are going to be moving hurtling toward our big fucking Kraken showdown, which is going to be cool as hell. and then maybe we'll get to meet Oro's not upset at all husband.
Cool.
But yeah,
June probably gets to meet him too.
Well, are we going to see him before the Kraken or after the Kraken?
Yes, you're gonna see him before the Kraken.
I was about to be like, well, shit.
You can check me out here every Friday where I play in Jesse's and Julian's games that I'll let them tell you about. That's me.
What did you like?
I liked
Nothing.
honestly,
okay.
well, I liked the fucking fight with the Moon Warden. I thought that ended up being pretty cool. You guys got through it like relatively painlessly. I thought that was fun.
The one idea I ever have.
It was a good idea
It worked.
because it was the one thing I planned.
Yeah.
The one idea. That's it. I'm never contributing anything like that ever again.
Cool.
The end.
You used your coupon. One time use.
The rest is just flipping pillows.
That's how it has to be, Julian.
That's
But now I have something warm and fiery to cut bread with.
Instant
I-
toast.
I was gonna say automatic toast machine.
Let's go to Taylor then.
I promised June will use the sword for good. I was very excited when I picked that out, but I didn't realize we were getting it this soon. But as soon as Michael was like, "Yeah, your sword broke," I
Wait,
was
you
like,
got to pick out your item?
Taylor gave me ideas.
Oh,
"I've never
okay.
gotten a magic item."
Gotcha.
He's a little wiener boy and he wanted a fucking magic sword.
That's fair.
Well, Zion has the cape, but like Choir
Yeah.
didn't have one.
So how about you quit your bitch? I gave you a fucking helmet telepathy on like
Oh,
episode
yeah.
1 that you fucking forgot
And
about.
you also got
But
that
he
super special
died.
armor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he died.
Well,
Maybe if you use your special armor better.
Taylor.
It does not cover my throat.
Taylor.
My name's Taylor. I need to go to bed. I had a really good time. I liked all of it because it's fun. Have you ever gone far? I'm just gonna start quoting that video. That's how I feel. I'm here every other Friday and every Monday. And next Friday, you can catch me playing Rootin' Tootin' Shootin' Cowboy that's about to make some real bad decisions now.
Pew.
Pew. And not the good kind of bad decisions. You can also see me with our Shadowfell crew. Yeah, like doing drugs that are just weed. Weed's the only one. Oh fuck. Just go to Julian.
Julian.
hi, I am Julian.
I'm sorry.
Otherwise known as Jackal of Jekyll and Hair. This was stressful, but I'm glad that at least we got to save the king. I think that was like my biggest thing. I was like, this dude like doesn't deserve to die, and he kind of does deserve a better wife, but we don't have time to spend another 3 sessions getting him a better wife because she's a bitch. But that was fun. I'm already putting in all my spells, my new spells, and all the different charges that they do, so that's fun. You can check me out on other channels than this one. Tomorrow I'll be on Marine of One's channel for Parslings Conjunction Junction, which is a cool sci-fi gaming system that actually involves using cards instead of dice. So if you guys are interested in that, you can check out the Parslings Kickstarter, which I believe is finishing up in the next 2 days or so. You can also find me over at Guild of the Phoenix on Sundays for either Vampire the Masquerade or Things from the Flood. But this Friday on this channel, I'll be running Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition, where our coterie has finally made it to Canic Chase, where they will be pursuing a beastie that was sent by another hunt. They just go by the hunt, not the wild hunt or anything like that. And our
They ain't cool enough.
they're not that cool. They like to be mysterious in their wordings, but our resident Bruja has to bring back a trophy of what they don't know yet, and I think that's what worries them. So if you guys are curious about that, do check in on Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Awesome! And I am Jesse. I'm the other half of Jacqueline Hare. I played V, who is very tired of all of this nonsense. and just really wants to go back to the sea.
I think B's done with adventuring.
I think that was one thing that that Andromeda said, like, the joy of adventure is long gone, when he said,
He's jaded now.
I know, he's gonna like look at Count and be like, dude, I get it.
where he was just like,
He's gonna be like, dude, can I have what you're having?
I'm Captain V of the Blackened Wing.
Count is like, oh, I see. You're jaded now. Have a drink.
No.
Have another.
have a fucking drink. You
Have
burned it.
another.
You burned it, kid.
V was tired and anxious and wanted to get Ollie's body back so that way they can give him a proper burial, and that was the only thing that he was focused on. So that's why he